Oh,
Oh my god.
Holy smokes!
What the hell
Jesus.
is that?
Please tell me that didn't happen on stream.
I don't know. You might have just
I
barely missed
literally
it.
just checked the volume, and yeah, something happened.
Dang it. Whoa, somebody's
Oh,
got
did it again.
feedback.
Well, what?
Somebody's got some feedback. Maybe.
Who is that? I don't think it's me.
The one we haven't heard from is Sky? Question mark?
That ain't me, I'm muted.
Nope, you're muted.
Oh, well, who did it?
Jaxi?
We can't start stream until we figure this out.
Her hitting her mute button. Apparently, that's weird. I don't know how that works.
That's wild.
Anyways.
Her button.
Well, too bad. You're going to have to hit it one more time because you got to intro yourself. Anyways. Scuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give it a test one in. Give it a test one
It's-
on and off right quick.
It's one of those days.
It's just one of those days.
Okay,
That
I'm
was better.
unmuted.
That was
Uh-huh.
better.
That was better.
Is it making a bad sound? Like,
Not
It
that
didn't make
time.
the sound
There was
Not,
a, there was
well,
a
this
click.
time it just did a quick one.
Click.
Yeah, but that was the sound of the mic just turning. In general, that's normal.
okay,
For the
once
most
I mute again later, I'll just stay muted.
Alright. Alright, anyways. Welcome back, everybody, to our lovely Scuff intro, apparently. Welcome back to Whispers of Hope, our Legend of Zelda Dungeons and Dragons campaign. I am the Dungeon Master Zom, and yeah, we'll just go through our intros as usual, starting up with Vivra.
Hello, I am Rhettaliate, aka Novaretta, aka Vivra Lockru, the Twili druid.
A resident dead person with her.
I'm Jaxi. I played Wythr, and she's currently dead. So I'll be back
She's more than
soon
dead. She
as
doesn't
someone new.
exist.
I'm gonna mute now. You guys have fun, and I'm sorry if it makes a really bad noise. Hasn't done that before. I won't touch it again for the rest of the stream.
Ah,
Oh god.
there it was again. Akari.
I'm Sky/CeruleanxIris. I play Akari, the Shiekah rogue.
And Mr. 3-year resubscriber.
My name is AlistairForgall and I play Velkorin.
And I am Zom, the Dungeon Master again. This will just a couple quick announcements. This will probably be our last Friday session before we shift to our new time, where our plan is to shift over to Mondays starting at 4 p.m. EST. And then it'll just be every other Monday until it either needs to change again, or that'll be our kind of go-to time starting the next session. So this will be our last Friday section probably, but yeah. Other than that, we do have a new player in the process right now. They won't be joining the stream until we have their art, so that still will probably be a couple sessions out, but once we get closer to that, then I'll do a teaser and such, but as far as that, that's all we're going to talk about it for now. So, otherwise, I don't think we have any other things going on, but that's all we wanted to go for right now. So yeah, as a quick recap for the last session, since there was lots of lovely drama that happened. I mean, it was a totally normal,
It was just a bunch of fluff. It was another shopping
nothing
episode.
happened.
You guys
Yeah.
don't even need to watch it, really.
Yeah.
We could just delete it or whatever.
Nothing happened. Nothing important happened. Anyways, the strange, mysterious masked man had found the party after they had left the first Twili village that they've encountered, and immediately engaged in combat with them almost instantly. The fight was relatively deadly for a few people. Velkorin specifically went down 2 times, I think?
3 times.
3 times, and did almost die on one of those occasions. But just skinning through barely. I think they sort of got through it and survived enough to knock this person out of whatever trance or magical thing was affecting them. Come to realize that this mysterious masked person was actually Vivra's oldest brother. They had a very, very brief, unfortunate reunion before Liat and Perla got themselves involved, and he unfortunately was killed due to a disintegration ray. Which, at that point, kind of he Mr. Starked into Vivra's hands, basically. But yeah. So with that, they took the mask that was left behind and then left to do whatever they were, and the party was left to deal with whatever is going to happen next. So, with that, what do you guys want to do?
Having collapsed to the ground, Vivra remains on her knees, still looking at the sand. She has bits of ash over her as well. And she's trembling a little bit. She's facing away from where Zorik was, and it almost seems intentional the way that she sits there. I believe Akari had walked over to her. Yes?
Yeah, and gave like a attempted comfort on like shoulder tap thing.
Okay. Vivra, looking at her hand, says, I couldn't do anything if... And she looks up towards you and she's like, we have to go after them. We can't... They...
Yay!
And she looks
Akari.
over... Oh, go ahead, please. Because
No, I was just saying, Akari gives kind of a nod, but mentioned, of course, you want to go after them, but it would be too risky to just rush in without any more information, especially with what's going on already.
Even if even if she didn't understand what was being said on the island, it's... Yes, I want to go after her because of what they've done to Zorik, but she knows how to get to the island as well. It's... She's not going to keep it a secret.
That is true, which wish that I could have known she wasn't a trustworthy person somehow, but I couldn't understand her. However, we don't have a way to kind of go after her or to do anything about it just yet. Probably our best plan of action is to regroup in one of the towns not covered in this darkness and figure out what to do from there.
But she looks over to where the spearhead and the red pearl are in the sand, and she slowly stands and walks over to them, picking them up. The longer we wait, the more stuff like this they'll be able to do to anyone. There has to be something we can do.
Well, they teleported away. Are you able to track their teleporting?
DM, can I roll something?
Uh,
I know the general direction that they, like, turned away towards? Is there any way to maybe have Arcana?
You
since
can
I'm
roll
proficient in it?
Arcana check to see if you know what spell she might have.
Okay,
I believe
let's
it is
see.
definitely above your level.
Yeah, but I can try. So that's a that's a 14.
14.
So maybe I'll get something. I don't know.
You're not 100% sure what the spell is. It definitely didn't look like the same spell something like the Velkorin used, or even the Misty Step that you have seen. So I mean,
So
you
I
can make the
deduce
assumption that
it
it is something higher than
it wasn't Dimension Door.
yes.
That's yeah. So that's kind of what she wanted to deduce because that would tell her whether they went 200 to 500 feet or more.
Mhm.
And so and because she understands that it's not that, it's like she kind of clicks her tongue and just like stomps a bit, and it's like they're not.
Also with the
They could have gone anywhere.
implication that he used dominate person on you.
Yeah.
You can only know that only powerful casters can control people that way.
She looks back towards Akari and then looks at Velkorin. You have connections or something, right? Is there any way we can figure something out, Velkorin?
We would have to make it back to. Yeah, what's the town? Where am I from?
Or at least you are from Saria. That's where Frederick is.
Yeah, we would have to
Your
make it back
person
to
told
Saria.
you to go to Lon Lon to check in with you guys.
Oh, we have to get to Lon Lon first, and then
the
we can have some communication.
the between village would be Muto. Probably be your guys' next best safe, or at least assumed safe. That was the border village that you guys went to before you went into the desert. Because at this point, you guys don't know how far the Twili influence reaches right now.
Without a carriage, Lon Lon's what, a month away? At least?
We have money for a carriage.
I guess the question is, are we as far from Lon Lon as we were before? And where
Yeah.
can we get a carriage?
Also, I need a nap. I think.
What do you mean? He's just covered in blood.
Oh, is he?
Remember,
Oh
he-
my gosh!
I mean, he downed 3 times. He's
Yeah,
fucked up.
he's still hurt. Hang on.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
I'm-
full he
I-
is, but he's fucked up.
On a scale of 65, I'm at 21.
Oh,
I'm
So,
still hurt.
Velkorin says he needs to rest then,
Yes, I need to
and-
rest.
and that's when she kind of blinks and she's like, "Oh," and then I'll do cure wounds.
If we get a carriage, I can rest on the carriage, but an inn would be preferable. We're not gonna lose anything by resting one night.
Heal 17.
You guys are
You,
pretty close to the village just left.
we're not going back to that.
Oh.
I know.
We gotta
I'm just
run.
saying you guys are close to enemy territory is what I mean.
Yeah, let's move on, and then we can find a place to camp down or bunker down for the night, and figure out our next move.
Agree. Should find a safe resting place.
Cure wounds is touch, so she kind of just is like, oh, like as if she forgot you got hurt or something. Or man, crazy how maybe she was distracted, but she just kind of like grabs your arm to heal you.
Thanks.
Yeah, fine. I'm pretty tapped out for spells right now too.
So let's walk a bit away and then find a place to bunker down.
how far you guys can go before you rest.
How's Akari looking, by the way?
Flawless.
I was about to say,
Oh,
I don't even think
Flawless.
I don't think I hit Akari once.
That's crazy. Yeah,
You-
I only got hit by Toto, so I'm just gonna heal
Velkorin was
myself
the
real quick.
target.
Akari just over there flaunting their hair like I'm flawless, baby.
Yeah, well, minus the curse.
Hey,
Goodness gracious.
some people look better with age.
That's true.
I keep forgetting that you're 40. Okay, so which way? Lead on.
I'm gonna start walking away from the.
And I'll switch over to the map real quick. I say, show you where you are. Aha! There we go. Show all the map. Ah! All right, switch over to the other map. Yeah, there. So, where?
The picture slideshow on this side is so tiny today.
I don't know why I did that. Probably because I added a. Whoops, not what I want to do.
Oh.
Sorry.
We're back in Termina.
We're in Termina. My map that I thought I saved was not saved where I thought it was. And I can't find it, so we'll just use the old one. Never mind.
It happens.
Back to the other. This one. Alright. It's probably gonna be hard to see. Yeah. There we go. So you guys probably came over. I can't see it, but if you're looking at the northern Red Mountains, you guys would be just to the south of them currently. So your direction will be northeast, basically. You'd probably want to cut between Wormsea and the Arbiter Castle, because those are the Arbiter Castle was the known, like before.
Where's our Pippin dot? I don't.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm like looking
Pippin.
around this
Aha!
map.
I knew I did a thing. I was trying to remember. All right. Whoop. I moved the other map. Lock. All right. Pippin, why are you on? You're not locked. Move, Pippin. All right. You guys are down here. You're down there.
Oh.
Because this area over here was the Sand Sea, so you guys came over
Oh my
here.
gosh, so we're even farther.
Yes, you are way further. So you need to get here. These two spots. This was where your guys' original goal was, so you knew that the takeover, at least assumed takeover, was starting there. And then this place over here is where they would have been. Like, that's where you knew they were for sure. That's where you can assume the well, Vivra, you would know that this is where the portal that you would have came through from was.
So we have to move. We have to basically go right.
So
through
you have to
that.
kind of cut through the middle of those two and probably avoid going to the main cities. Your other choice probably would be to go around. But you cannot go this direction. Yeah, this was the most dangerous area.
Who's that?
The northern,
Believed to
the
be.
marshlands. So
Yeah.
you would want to get up to Porto and then go to Muto. That would be your good halfway. So that's your assumption. How long are you guys gonna travel just for until you feel like you're safe enough to rest, I should say.
Well, what time of day is it?
One.
Really tell,
Um,
can we?
It's hard to tell because since you have gotten back to the mainland, it's been kind of this permanent feeling of twilight or dusk. So it's hard to tell what time exactly it is. But
We either go till we find a place to rest, or we go until we can't anymore, and then we're forced to make do.
you did notice that as you guys started to leave the city, the twilight started to recess. That's not right. Still, or is
Seed?
excuse me, recede. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. So it's not as potent as you start to get away from the main cities.
Did anything happen when I picked up the spearhead or moon pearl? Or whatever red pearl thing?
The spearhead, no. The red moon pearl glinted just when you picked it up. It is nearly identical to the moon pearl that you had before, except for the obvious that it is blood red. And you can definitely feel some kind of magic towards it.
I'm gonna hold on to it.
Okay. Are you going to... Does that mean you're going to attune to it or just hold it?
I'm gonna see what happens. when I attune to it, yes.
Okay. So you are going to attempt to attune to it while you guys are traveling. So I guess how many are you gonna go for? Hours, minutes? How long do you think you guys are gonna go for before you get to a resting point?
Couple hours. Because I was like
Keep it
almost right
rolling.
outside the city, so
Okay. We have exactly. We have a great track record with red moons. Okay. I guess whoever wants to lead, are you guys trying to be stealthy or are you just trying to move?
I'm trying to move at this point.
Just
I don't-
moving, yeah.
yeah.
Like, we're trying to get to a place where we can
Okay.
assumedly safely rest.
Okay. Fair.
My survival's +7. What do you guys got? Or you want a help action or something?
Definitely not +7. You got it.
Does that
You
mean you're
wanna-
helping me?
I would assume so, because I ain't doing shit.
He's fucked up. Also,
I'm
Rito,
walk-
don't
I'm
forget you
walking.
have 3 points of exhaustion still.
Also,
Oh, fiddlesticks! So it's a
Yeah.
flat roll. Well, guess what? I rolled 2 8s. So with my survival, that's actually a 15.
Okay,
Do
DM,
we-
I got a question.
Yeah.
did we roll for
You got inspiration.
inspiration?
Velkorin
I said
did.
it in chat because you guys were
Yeah.
talking.
Read chat, guys.
Velkorin gets the inspiration.
Focus on all of the screens.
Ooh.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Well,
So yeah,
thank you.
Velkorin gets it today. Okay, 15. Yeah, you are as you keep I assume you guys are are you gonna try to head around the towns or kind of cut through between the two? What is your
Oh my gosh.
intended plan? Just so I can know the direction you're going initially.
Exhausted person leading. Okay, so I
If-
forgot about the 3 exhaustion, but next time someone else roll.
I would say if we go near or through the towns, Akari would stealth and try to gather what information they could, given they probably wouldn't understand anything, but they'll still try to gather stuff stealthily if you have to go near the towns.
Mm-hmm. The above table, I think I sent a few of you the extent of their takeover, but yeah, so essentially just need to know, is your idea to try to sneak through the towns to go the fastest route or try to go around to be safe?
Probably avoid the towns just to be safe.
Okay, so you're probably heading east then, towards Snake's Way, I think is what's on the map. Okay, and then you said you traveled a few hours. Vivra, you're fucking exhausted, so you're probably, I think your movement speed is halved, so that would
Let me
take in,
double check.
believe that's either after
I believe that's
two
yes. My speed is halved.
so
Yes.
that definitely is affecting you. Affecting your
I'm
guys'
at a
pace,
15.
assuming that
Unless they're not forcing me to dash.
right. But anyway, so we'll make the assumption that you guys travel a few hours. At this point, the twilight is still present. Like, it still looks very dusk, but I guess specifically for the two people that had the moon pearls, so Akari and Toto, you can feel like the magic of the pearl isn't activating anymore. At least not the preventative effects that the moon pearl has. So you can make the assumption that if you were to give the pearls back, you wouldn't change anymore.
Akari will hold this pearl just in case.
And as for I'll just say Toto would give Velkorin back the moon pearl. I believe it was Vivra's, but
Makes sense, honestly.
yeah.
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 Here you go, Velkorin.
So
Well, then I will attune. I don't know if it's still in my inventory.
I think I moved it over to Toto's, but I can.
You never took mine away, so
Okay, so never mind.
I
You
just
probably have it.
unattuned myself. But
That's fine.
Oh yeah, it's still in my.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So just,
Vivra will watch the interaction and then just turn away, just
Alright.
like I'm not fighting this right now.
fair enough. All right, but so you are definitely at a slowed pace because of Vivra's condition currently, and I guess in general, Vivra and Velkorin's condition, considering he almost died and she's beyond exhausted right now.
If he's still hurt, I'm a cure wounds him again.
I think he's solid now, but just in the, he went down 3 times, so he's hurt in the aspect of he got knocked unconscious 3 times.
Take another 6. How you looking?
Another
Are you-
6.
Yes.
I'm not max, but
At least 2/3 probably.
Take another 5.
oh my god.
I'm using everything right
Burn
now.
up those spells. Hey,
I'm gonna burn all of them right
all of a sudden, Blood Moon.
now. Oh
I'm
boy!
No,
Still not max.
Still? The last one. Take another 10.
I'm still not maxed.
Are you kidding me?
He's probably like 50 out of 60 or something. Right.
But
I'm
you're
59
like
out of 65.
Okay. Well,
but you're like okay now.
He's
You're
okay
not
now.
actually
I've been okay.
He's covered
I
in
know.
blood still. It's just not. He doesn't have any open wounds anymore.
Yeah, you wake up with a stiff neck. You have a stiff neck all day. You're still okay. You just have a stiff neck.
All right.
Yeah.
You get
Right.
you get a sword through the chest a few times. You can't really walk it off. That's what nighttime is for. That's sleep.
The long rest. The healer of all healers.
So yeah.
But,
So
but you're not
once-
stopping Vivra from healing you?
No.
Cool.
So yeah, you guys relatively, your pace is definitely slowed just because of what's happened to you. So you guys, I would say you guys traveled for, you said a few hours. So let's say you guys traveled for 4 hours and you probably made the progress of 3 hours due to your current conditions. But you get to it's surprising how quiet the roads are once you guys have left the town. Even just creatures and monsters themselves are very minimal, if anything, as you guys are traveling. During the travel, Vivra, you attune to the Blood Moon Pearl, and the same feeling of relief that with the regular Moon Pearl, when you first attune to the normal Moon Pearl, is even more emphasized with this Red Moon Pearl. You actually even notice that the blackened skin on your body that was caused by backstory reasons, I won't give it away, it slightly fades to your more neutral, like bluish skin tone. And you feel like the sun doesn't affect you at all. Which obviously is interesting experience. Just
Even
for
like, would my perception still be disadvantage, or
no,
is that also?
the sunlight, your sun sensitivity racial trait is
Yeah.
not applied while you're attuned. As a matter of
Nice.
fact, you're actually resistant to radiant damage now.
She looks at it and says, "Thank you, Zorak," and puts it away.
Who
once she's
knows? There
attuned.
might be other effects too.
Who
As of
knows?
right
You're
now,
cursed. Get screwed.
I'm just gonna take all the curses, guys. Don't worry, I got you.
but anyway. So yeah, you.
Are you adding that to my inventory, or?
I will. I forgot to make an item for it, so I'll have to make up an item
Okay.
for it. But I'll do that after stream. You can just put it in your notes, or I'll do it after. Like I said, I'll do it after stream and put it in your inventory. But as far as what you need to know, just know that you have resistance to radiant damage, and your sunlight sensitivity racial trait is not affected while you are attuned to the pearl. And that's the same goes for Velkorin right now, minus the radiant resistance part while he's attuned to the moon pearl.
Cool.
So there's that. And then, so like I said, you guys travel for a few hours with relatively no conflict or anything. Nothing shows up. Just your slightly slowed pace due to your condition, but you gather that you're somewhat far enough away where you could probably take refuge near some outcroppings of rocks or foliage, whatever. You guys are still in the desert, obviously, so if you could somewhat hide in the sand dunes, essentially, if that's what you're attempting to do, but for the most part, you don't sense any immediate danger where you are currently.
Vivra looks to the others, but she's ragged. She is
This
very
looks like a good
worn out.
resting spot.
She looks over and she's just drenched in sweat.
Ugh.
She's doing the Sims walk when they are about to pass out, where they just walk like a zombie, basically.
But I have an umbrella staff to lean on.
Which you're still struggling even with that.
Yeah. If you guys think it's good, then let's rest. Someone should watch, though.
Akari can take first half of the watch.
Do I have a bedroll? Let's see. I do. Vivra, like, kind of barely gets her bedroll out, and she's, like, passed out the moment her head hits it.
It depends. How much of your guys' shit did you leave on the carriages before you got warped?
Oh, no!
No.
We gotta... Then
No.
do I need to luck check that to see if I have it?
I would assume
just-
you guys had backpacks or something with you, or
Yeah.
I won't be completely mean. I'll assume you have at
That's
least a
not...
bedroll.
If we left stuff behind, I can just, whenever I check something, I do a luck check, and if I don't make it, then I don't have it.
I'll assume you have the basic materials to set up a camp. Because you guys did do that while you were in Akana anyways.
This Akari doesn't even travel with all that stuff on her.
Mm-hmm. What do you got?
I'm passed out.
You're passed out.
Funk.
I'm gonna assume the two fucked up people are gonna sleep.
Yup.
And then Akari...
Akari will just find a spot near against a rock to keep watch and have her familiar out too.
Does actually see storm clouds start to blow in.
You dare! Well, kick me while I'm down, why don't you?
No rain yet, but
It's not the rain I'm
subtle,
worried
subtle roaring of thunder.
about. Gosh dang it.
Really
Well,
mean anything bad. We'll say, for instance, Toto's gonna sleep, but leaves the robot to help keep watch with Akari. Oh. Yeah. Alright. Akari, you can roll a perception or survival check.
Yes, perception. 21 total.
21, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, you see the storm clouds coming in, which does darken the area around. Obviously not. You can make the assumption that it is probably nighttime, seeing as the temperature did shift, and it is actually a lot colder than you would expect a desert. And like I said, it looks like a storm is making its way in here. Doesn't seem like there's any rain coming along with it, but there is thunder that you can hear in the distance. But otherwise, you don't see any. You might see occasional some critters and such that show up, but no. Again, it's very odd that there's no people. You still have yet to see any people show up for the last few hours that you guys have been traveling.
They're probably all those critters.
Alright.
Well, if it ain't raining with the storm, I see no reason to wake anybody up. And continue watching.
Fair enough. Alright, go off the rest of your watch without any issue. You gonna keep the entire watch, or are you gonna wake somebody up to shift watch?
She'll probably take, if nobody wakes up to do it, she'll probably take the chance. It takes a little bit of rest in between without waking anybody with how battered, both in different ways, they are from that last encounter.
Mm-hmm. I believe Toto pretty fine too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wake Toto up to watch.
Alright. They also have the robot that doesn't need to sleep too, so.
Yeah, I didn't mention the robot there too, yeah.
So, first watch goes off no problem, and then Toto and the robot will help keep the second watch. After these, ironically, the robot and Toto are the only ones who can probably actually tell time due to the Shiekah's light and actually see the passage of time. So after about another 4 hours or so that you guys have been able to have your long rest at that point, they do shake you guys awake, and it's still that same twilight, dusk glow everywhere, but it is now cloudy and there is just the sound of thunder in the background.
But I recover 1 exhaustion then.
Yes. Now you're down to 2.
Yeah, look at me go.
You're not at disadvantage on everything now.
Yep, just half things. Goodness. Waking up to thunder is not a great way for Vivra to wake up.
I rolled the thing and that's what I got, so.
You did, I know. You know what? It's thematic.
It is.
It fits. It works. The dice know. So
At this
she gets
point, the temperatures has started to warm up again because now it's presumed to be daytime, but it is still relatively dark and that twilight feel. The wind has picked up a bit. There's still no rain, but there is definitely some thunder with the occasional flash of lightning that you can see in the clouds. But you guys are awake. What are you gonna do now?
try to act like I'm not affected by the storm.
Roll a deception check.
The journey
I
continues.
got this guy. Oh no, that's an ability check. That's a disadvantage, guys.
Are you afraid of thunder?
Deception 13, but our observant folks with their
Is
insights,
she-
2021?
Is she afraid of thunder?
Yes, we
Roll at
established this.
disadvantage.
I did. I rolled at
Okay.
disadvantage. I rolled an 11 and a 12, which
Okay.
is a 13 total, which means that anyone.
I'm pretty sure everybody notices
Yeah.
that
It's
you're
like,
not doing
well-
good. Because I think 13 is the lowest person,
Damn it.
which is yours, I think.
That is mine. Thank you very much. So she's like, yep, let's get moving, guys. Mm.
Yep. Keep journeying on.
All right. Yeah. Are you guys going to maintain your pace, the neutral pace, or are you going to try to rush?
Speed is still halved. Ooh! I turn into a dire wolf. Their speed is 50, so my halved is 25, so we can go faster.
Close to what they would be then.
Yeah.
Still a little behind them, but still,
I'm lagging, but I can
that's
quick
better
walk.
than nothing. Okay. All right. Who's leading the charge?
I guess I
Well, the
can.
direction is the best.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna unvolunteer myself because of the exhaustion is still there.
Am I being assisted or am I just doing it myself?
I can assist. I can assist, but I'm gonna say that I won't be making the rolls themselves until I'm feeling better.
You're a dire wolf.
I am, but my skill checks are still at disadvantage. So am I even helping?
You're gonna assist as a dire wolf.
16.
Nice.
Dean is really.
Well, you got the big
good.
sniffer.
I mean, you could give the help action.
It's alright. You got
Akari
the
can
nose
do
to
it.
help.
I got the nose to help. Tire wolf, more like tire wolf. Shut up. That's
Damn.
great.
Damn. Imagine that. My wife with the pun. Who would have guessed? All right. Yeah. So you guys maintain. I assume you're gonna go for as long as you can before you need a rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll say you guys travel. Excuse me. For approximately 8 hours. We'll
8
say.
hours? Okay, so that would eat up both of my wild shapes, and then I'd be 2 hours into the ring.
Okay. Okay. Do that. For the most part. Again, it's very odd that you don't see any people the entire time you guys are traveling. You do start to see some more critters at the time while you're traveling.
I can do my hunting thing for dinner so that we don't use up our rations.
True.
Yeah.
Are wild camels a thing?
I would imagine.
like-
They weren't found in captivity.
Well, I know, but I'm like, you hear about wild horses, but I've never heard of wild camels. Because I'm like, I was gonna say maybe you guys find some wild camels, but you're in the desert, so it would make more sense that it's like camels instead of a horse.
Camels only exist after humans built a pen for them.
I know. I mean.
Wouldn't it be those sand
All
seals
right,
or something
fine.
like that?
Yeah, you know my response is after a few hours,
They
you guys
live in the
happen
desert.
upon some wild camels that you could potentially capture if you would like to try.
We could probably use them as mounts.
That is my intention. But I wanted it to make sense because I was like, I don't know if wild camels are a thing
Vivra
still.
prepares to kill all of them. No,
Oh,
I'm
no.
kidding. No.
Well,
she'd
you
mostly be
are
hunting
into
the-
your ring form at this point, so how much dog
Yeah.
brain do you have at that point?
Let's
Don't remember.
maybe like a quarter.
Okay.
I would say.
I will say
because
you have
we're
enough
only 2
resistance
hours
at that
into it,
point.
so, yeah.
You have the urge, but you're like, no.
I'm like, no, I already hunted the jackrabbits from over there. We have food for dinner. We don't need an entire camel.
But, all right, so yes.
Oh, turn me into a wolf.
Forgot. Sorry.
That's okay.
Where is boop.
Am I gonna have a bone again?
I took that one
Oh, nice.
just because I didn't want to accidentally think.
Imagine now is the moment Velkorin's like, Vivra, here's a letter.
Take it, go, run, flee. All right. Yeah. Is anybody gonna attempt to tame or capture any of the camels?
Akari will attempt to tame a camel.
All right. How are you going to attempt it?
Carefully approach it. Try to befriend it.
Right.
I
will have
use
you...
my animal handling in dire wolf form.
And she'll have her
Mm.
familiar cat on her head as well.
Right. I would say a predator attempting to approach a wild animal.
Hey,
Wild
camel, I
prey
know what it
animal.
looks like. I'm chill. I haven't had a chance to use it, and she's proficient.
I would say you can try at disadvantage. Akari, you can also
Yeah.
roll
Wait,
animal handling. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening. That's 12 for me.
Can't.
Yeah, no. The camels don't like a wolf at all, so
18 total.
18. Let me roll. See if you beat. You do beat. Oh, the
I
camel
wouldn't think
that
camels would have great insight.
maybe. I don't know. I've never met a camel before, so I have
This
no
camel's
idea.
a genius.
Akari, the camel that you attempt to, it seems wary at first, but you seem to ease its concern, so it doesn't immediately flee upon you getting close. So you are able to get close enough to it, but what are you going to do next?
Reach a hand out and see if it accepts the gesture.
Okay, make a persuasion roll. Yep. Oh, you don't have to try hard, so.
Storm,
10.
man.
10. You beat me, barely. Not really. I rolled a 4, so you were good. Yeah, so the hesitant camel kind of reaches its face out to you and makes you put your hand on its nose, basically, as a way, as like a symbol of accepting that you're not a threat.
Partnership established.
Or you got one camel.
Alright, y'all, get y'all camels.
Vivra looks at Velkorin. Like, are you gonna get one?
Yeah, I can try
Telepathy.
to get one.
Right. What is your attempt? How are you going to try to capture?
Food. Give it food.
That is an interesting idea. What are you going to offer?
We have some fruit, right? And vegetables.
Probably.
Then I will give them some of those.
Almost have a -1 to wisdom, so their insight is really not great.
Not
Passive perception 9. These guys are blind.
already. I will say, since you are offering food, you can roll an animal handling at advantage. You are offering food.
Okay. Let me look at my...
You are appearing in a non-threatening manner, right? Assume.
Yeah, animal handling. That's a whole whopping 14.
Team. Just make what? Dice back. Yeah. I
Check the dice if they ran away.
keep trying to. Yes, so Velkorin's camel is a lot more accepting because the immediate food chomp almost immediately as soon as he holds his hand out. So you have 2 now. Just roll for Toto to see if they manage to do it. 15 against and a 15, so we'll see. I don't know what BS Toto does. Probably the same thing with food because they're watching Velkorin and try to copy them. So same thing, offers the camel food, and so now we have 3 camels that are assumed to be somewhat tamed to you guys.
Vivra wants to stay a wolf.
That's fair.
Camel. Oh, same speed. Well, I mean, I'm tired, but
You are tired.
Storm.
Ah,
I'm gonna stand over here. I'm good. I don't need to talk to animals.
Kari hops on the camel, ready to ride.
no, he doesn't bad.
Wild shaped cheetah. No, she's not gonna wild shape into a cheetah. See, the
She's
smart
in the
thing to
desert.
do.
Be at least be a road runner.
Goodness gracious. Well, again, she's used up her wild shapes.
Yeah.
If she detransforms, she won't have it till they rest again.
Yep.
But
But
the smart thing to
camel
do
would allow you to rest.
I know. So the smart thing to do would be to get a camel. Oh. If it, like, Vivra's like watching the others, and then like they all get their camels, and as each of them succeeds, her ears lower a little more, and then she finally is like, huh. And then she detransforms. It's like, okay, let's get a camel with my disadvantage. Because it's a skill check.
Talk with animals.
I can do speak with wait, hang on. I can ritual cast speak with animals. Give me 10 minutes, guys.
What is everybody else doing while Vivra is casting a spell for 10 minutes?
Yeah, do you guys let her, or are you guys just like, feed him food?
I don't let her.
She's like going through some things.
Hey,
So I'm a person again.
Me and Alistair, we just had this on our D&D session the other day. It was like, God damn it. Right.
So
I guess you guys are gonna wait
so
for
10 minutes later. Well, it doesn't. See, here's the thing. My spell slots are back. She doesn't have to cast it as a ritual. She could use an action. She's not gonna.
Yep. I know. I get it.
So with speaking with animals, talking to the camel, would I still have my disadvantage from exhaustion, or would they cancel each other out? Oh, I guess I have to talk to the
And then
camel,
what
right?
you say to the camel.
Yeah, I gotta talk to the camel. Okay. So I get up and I assume there's a fourth camel just here.
Yep. Lunch on Lance.
Hey,
Tumbleweed.
your camel buddies are coming with my friends. Do you mind helping me out?
Yeah, looks like
Could you
that's what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, I could really use some help as well. If you wouldn't mind letting me just hop on your back, we could follow them.
In it for me.
Food?
What?
See, he's eating on, like, grass or something that's there?
A cactus or something.
A cactus, dang it. I was just gonna rip it out and be like, here. I take the spearhead and cut off bits, and I'm like, I could just get you more of this. It's probably easier to eat if I've cut it open already, right?
Make a perspective.
Yeah. Come on. Oh, hey.
Ah.
Wait, you mean animal handling?
Nope. Equation.
Oh, that. What? 18.
Well, I roll a 1, so you're good.
Hey!
He just goes, okay.
Can you make me a person? It'd be real weird for a dire wolf to try and sit on a camel.
I was waiting for you to say returning back
I
into a
said
human.
I'm a person again.
okay.
I said it twice.
Just that.
This
All
is
right.
time number 3.
Alright, so you guys have camels to
Nice.
help your travel.
I let the camel eat the piece of cactus that I broke off before climbing up on their back.
That will help you conserve your energy, so you could probably travel longer if you want. You'll still need to let the camels rest, but for the most part, you can keep moving if you like, or...
So I wouldn't get a long rest from this, but I could get a short rest.
If you're having if somebody is leading your camel while you're riding it.
They don't have leashes or anything.
I mean, they'll
They're
probably
wild
follow
camels.
you. You can lure it with a cactus. They're not smart.
Can one of you guys get my camel to follow your camels or something?
I will tie a lead around its head and have it follow.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
That'll work. Okay.
Yay!
Alright. So how much... Alright. I'm not gonna force the entire travel on you guys. But... So... Well, I guess tell me how fast you guys want to move. And how much you want to push these camps.
As soon as possible, that's humanly possible. Without killing the camels.
We're not. I feel like we're not making them sprint, but we're pushing them for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Max
that,
speed without tiring them out.
Well, it's gonna tire them out, but we're basically trying to go as fast as we can, without forcing them to do a 100-mile sprint.
When I say tire, I mean over-exhausting them.
Oh boy.
Like pushing them far, even though like they're tired, and we just like keep going.
You want to
Okay.
break the horses or the camels that we just got.
I don't want to break them. I just want to get there. I'm not gonna overexert the camels.
Alright. So you guys are going to move at a heightened pace, but not to the point of overexertion.
It quickened, but not grueling.
Okay. Alright. Do approximately a week's worth of travel. So, you guys will get to map real quick. Again. Whoop. Alright. So, done approximately 2 days travel. Probably. Sure. And we will... So, with your assumed pace, you guys want to go around. Probably take you from here about 3 weeks to get to Muto, which would be that half. You guys are wanting to focus on that as your goal without
And
stopping, then we can do that.
Passing by the place that the portal that I know about.
You guys said you wanted to skip the town.
Yeah, I'm saying, but we are like passing.
Yes,
That
you are south of that town at this point, as far as you know. You're looking at the frame, you can see.
Yeah.
Essentially, you guys are going whoop. What's wrong? Dip in. Want to be going just actually kind of dodge around.
Okay. I was debating on something, but I don't think Vivra would try to stray from the current goal, even if she wanted to.
Alright, let's have one person roll for each separate week. So the first person, whoever wants to roll the first time, we're gonna go.
Wait, a week? Then I'm healed.
Yes, you'll be fine.
I'll roll for the first week since she wouldn't have been healed yet. What am I rolling? Survival?
Yes.
Regular?
See if you guys. Just do a straight roll. I'll roll for the weather too.
9.
9.
Oh no.
Not great, but I mean you're kind of in an unfamiliar area for you. This is probably one of the first-ish times you've been over here, so you know which way is east and which way is north, so you're kind of just going in between those two directions. So you don't get ahead, but I'll say you maintain your guys' pace. After the first week of travel, you do notice that the Twilight itself has started to almost completely diminish at that point. So you can make the assumption that you are probably out of enemy territory.
Okay.
Or at least you
Um,
are hoping that. Okay.
I did think of something to talk about. Since we are pushing to keep moving, I would assume that until we felt like we were out of enemy territory, Vivra and Velkorin wouldn't be training.
Yeah, it depends on. I mean, it's up to you.
Well, I'm
guys.
asking Velkorin right now because Vivra, once she feels better, that first night she would ask Velkorin, she's like, "Are we going to train, or are we just focusing on moving right now?" Because I want to train. I need to. I need to get better at this. Because I need to be good enough.
We can train. The first night, definitely not training. Not training while you're exhausted. Not training while I'm
that's why,
not
yeah.
dead.
But that was her in character saying what I just said. Basically, the night after she's not exhausted anymore.
We can train. We can spend a bit of every night training.
Okay.
I found the update.
Nice. Yay!
Actually, I knew it was somewhere.
Everyone in
All right.
chat, clap for the DM.
First
okay,
week
so
of travel.
that's good to know then.
We'll say you guys make it here. So you guys have literally traveled from Nay all the way over here in approximately 2 weeks time. So it'll probably be another 2 weeks to get to Muto, and then one final week to get to Lon Lon. The total time passed would be about a month just to get to Lon Lon from Nay.
Vamos, let's go.
What? Yeah, I would say, what are you guys doing between your rests within that week? The first. Or are you not pushing it on the first week and you'll push it for the second?
I think we should push it to like a minimal extent every time. Just try to get as far as we can away from this place. We really don't have anything else to do besides just move, so.
Yep.
Okay. Okay then. For the second week, somebody else roll that is not Velkorin.
I'll do it.
Yeah, there you go.
So they can
Also,
determine your pace.
With that week, or at least when they have to roll that, I'm gonna use that mass thing to be, what is it, proficient in it?
Correct.
Or something like that?
Yep. Use more proficient in one skill every day.
Okay, it'll be survival for whatever that period is.
Fair enough.
How does proficient work? What does it do?
Adds your proficiency bonus to the skill check.
Okay, so what would that be, my dexterity or something?
So,
Because I have a +2 bonus to it already.
yeah. So that was before you. Were you already
Before.
proficient before?
No.
All right, so it'd be a +5 then, since you're adding your proficiency bonus to it.
Oh, okay.
At the top of your sheet, you should say something that says proficiency bonus. So
I see it, I see it.
anytime you're doing
Okay.
something with proficiency, you would add that. And if you have
Okay.
if you have expertise, it would be double that.
Okay, that's what I was trying to find.
Yes.
I see it on the sheet now. Okay. So that +3, 18 total.
Nice.
18 total. Yeah, that's definitely good. I would say you guys definitely maintain your pace and do get a little ahead actually. So of the week's travel, you probably make up a day or two. So you are getting closer to Muto, which would be that halfway point. At this point, you guys are closer into. You've crossed over the border of the desert, so you guys are more into the field area now at this point, and the sky is normal at this point. So at this point, you would know that you are out of enemy territory, or you can make the assumption that you're out of enemy territory, assuming that this twilight is completely gone. Which, again, just to remind the two Twili characters, you are
The
unaffected by the sun right now.
Yeah, I think one of the first days where it's actual genuine sunlight, River will get ready to pull out her umbrella, and then she'll pause and just kind of hold a hand out and be almost amazed by how comfortable it is.
It doesn't burn.
Burn.
Just a short, cute little moment in
Alright.
between all of this.
So, for the second week of travel, what are you guys doing in your downtime? What are your-
For Vivra, it's mostly training. She's I would like to see if Velkorin can help her switch out the electric spearhead for her brother's spearhead. She would ask Velkorin for help on that because he's the one that originally set up the electric one.
Yeah, that was me. I'm assuming it's just some tinkering checks.
Yeah.
How many?
You're pretty. You know how to make makeshift weapons, or I would assume he knows how to make makeshift weapons. When
I
he
mean,
needs.
I've made explosive arrows,
Yeah.
grappling arrows, the weapon. Like, I've made a lot of stuff since the beginning of the campaign.
I will
But
say.
because we're traveling, we can actually take the time to do it right.
Yeah. I will say make roll 3 d20s and take the highest roll. Roll high enough on that. It's a
I mean, do I have to roll 3?
Did you get 20?
Yeah, on my second
okay.
one.
Then you're fine.
Okay. I mean, I
Yeah.
can roll the third.
You're
See if you
good
get
to
another
go.
nat 20.
You're good. You're good to go with your bullshit
It was
luck.
a 7, a 20, and a 2.
Whoa,
Talk about
that's
that
actually kind of
shit.
crazy.
He's a
And if it
swing.
was all bad, I would have inspiration.
He's a swing
I would've rolled
roller.
it 4 times.
I need to give you one of those dice where it's like it has 3 extra
No.
20s, but also 3 extra 1s on it.
Oh, God.
Just because that is your rolls.
I bought a curse dice
Really?
That's the
Why
one.
would you do that?
to give it to somebody.
Oh my goodness. That's evil.
Anyways, yes. So
Once you successfully do that, Vivra will say, thanks. You can have this one. She holds out the electric horn that was turned into a spearhead and says, I feel like if anyone can turn this into anything else, it'd be you.
Thanks. I'm gonna put that in one of my bags.
Avocado.
I've got a question for your DM, actually.
Yes.
So I want to craft something.
Okay.
I want to make like a harness. Right. Like it is gonna be something I will have to buy materials for. Like there's no way we're doing it now, so that's why I don't want to be doing it now.
Okay.
But I want to make a harness that has some very strong, thin, like wire or string attached to it. Something that can hold my body weight and maybe significantly more.
Okay.
Because the idea is to make like a full body harness to hide underneath my armor, with this thing like attached to like my hip or my side, so I could shoot what is essentially a grapple arrow.
Just say you want to make fucking Attack on Titan gear.
No, I want to make a Batman grappling hook, but
Oh.
I'm not strong enough to hold on to the bow, so I need it to be attached to my persons.
Okay.
Also, if I fall off of something, I can grapple into the wall by shooting an arrow at it.
Okay.
Like, essentially, it just
Okay.
makes it so I'm a little more versatile, or I can not fall to my death, like, in the future.
There. Okay. All right. When you have access to proper materials, we can work on that.
I just want it noted in case those materials don't exist in the world yet.
Essentially, you're trying to make a grapple hook that you can shoot with an arrow that's attached to your waist. Essentially.
Yep. I have like a special arrow attached to it that I could it's my oh shit arrow if I start falling off of something.
E is you want me to make you a hook shot. Yep.
Yeah, I'm making a hook shot, baby.
Fucking Rose, as I say it, you posted it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but see, that's why I asked, because I could ask for a hook shot.
Yes.
But the hook shot isn't always attached to my arm, and I'd have to unequip my bow and re-equip the hook shot.
Good.
This is essentially not that, because then I don't have to unequip. I don't have to spend a turn of falling equipping a hook shot.
Depends how big of a hook shot you make, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right, but yeah, we'll keep that in mind. But yeah, what else? What else is everybody? Vivra, for stat wise, we'll say your quarterstaff goes from a quarterstaff to a lance.
A lance. Okay.
I think that's the D10 one, or is that the D8?
I don't know.
D12. I don't remember.
It might have already been a lance.
The one that's
because-
supposed to be a D10 or a D8, if depending on if you one-handed or two-handed. I think that's a lance.
So it was with the electric thing. It was called a Georg's lance.
Yeah.
It did a 1d12. So are we just saying that it is a lance again? But
Keep
it's
it
just
as
not...
a lance. You just lose the electric aspect to it because you
Okay.
got off the electric horn.
Okay. So Zorek's spear, does it have any other qualities to it or no?
The spearhead, no. As far as you know, it's just a regular spear head.
All right.
From what you
I
remember.
accept this.
I mean, it was the spearhead on the spear that you used back in the day.
Yeah.
So it has sentimental value for you, but it is just a regular spearhead.
Can't wait to die because I didn't have the extra D4.
That would be great. Okay. Yeah, but what is Akari doing for these? For the 2 weeks of travel at this point now, what was she doing in her downtime?
Resting in between the downtime, waiting to get to town.
There. All right. Thorn and Vivra were training for the most part when you guys had downtime. Did not let the camels die, obviously.
Oh yeah, of course, feeding and providing for the camel. too.
I was assuming you guys were feeding the camels on the way.
As long as there's food for me to be able to find, I can provide it for up to 6 people, which I assume since, there's not 6 of us, I can get a little extra for the camels.
Sure, we'll assume, especially since you guys are past the desert at this point. So now it's a little more weird. You guys do have, since you got past the border, you have started to see people now, obviously. The desert itself was pretty deserted, but once you crossed over that border, it started to be more normal again. But yeah, so we'll have one last person do the final week's travel, which
I guess that'll be me.
the last.
It's just a flat survival roll.
Yes, just to determine your pace.
16.
You guys maintain a regular pace, so we'll stay with your final week. You guys make it to the village of Muto. Velkorin, you know a couple things about there now that I told you. So
Muto's right next to Sugundi, right?
take your inspiration away.
Unbelievable.
Some different scenery. Like, what is that now? People talking. Oh, birds. It works. There's
I
birds. You guys are in play.
Typing. I was a little. So many birds. Get this birds.
Birds. Birds.
I've caught a bird before. Don't heckin' dive at my food.
Do any of the birds look familiar?
The crow. The raven.
Roll perception check. Yes. Find the bird.
Oh dang. Only 13 total.
17.
17.
Yeah.
Nope.
Dang.
Your bird anywhere, as far as you can see.
Even the black cuckoo is gone.
Black Cocoa is nowhere to be seen. Don't have generic daytime, so gonna use the lawn. Fun. Haven't made screenshots for generic. Anyways, you guys arrive in the village of Muto. You guys were here before. It's a relatively quiet trading town. Well, they're obviously your best bet as a halfway point before you guys go further into Lon. At this point, yeah. You guys have, I'm gonna say, because you've literally been pushing these camels for 3 weeks at this point now, that they are beyond spent and are refusing to move anymore. If not outright dying.
I think if we're gonna find a carriage and horse, it'll be in this town. I think it's time to let the camels go.
Akari will find a place for the camel to rest and eat here.
Vivra will, as they're like finding a place to rest, Ritual cast Speak with Animals, and then once they find a place, she'll set out food for the camels and say, to her specifically, I'm not going to force you to stay.
Oh my god! Why? What is this place? Where am I?
Okay.
What day is it? We've been going.
Vivra believes that it was a mistake to cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah.
She will put a nice big pile of cactus and whatever food that she's gathered for the camels and go, you know what? Why don't you guys just take a break? Oh, she can understand all 4 of them. Oh no.
Yeah, they're all doing the same thing, basically.
Moaning and groaning. Okay, here's food. Hang out. She like does a thumbs up, like as if they can understand. And she's just slowly backs away, like, oh, I feel so bad. And then she'll turn to Akari and say, are we gonna look for a carriage and horses, or are we planning on trying to get the camels to go even more? Because if we do, they're gonna need at least a day of rest. Minimum.
Probably resting here would be the best bet as a whole. And to see if we can get a carriage for travel would also be good.
Okay. Have I been to this town before, DM?
All of you have.
Oh wait, this is that midway place. Okay, so we would relatively know where the stables and whatnot are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you remind me of what's in this town again?
Like I said before, it's mostly just a kind of a trading town. It's a very much the halfway in between. So
what kind of shops and things they got here?
Lots of different variation things.
I love the specificity on that.
Sorry, I'm getting
The variation. I'll
sorry.
walk toward one of the variations then.
Variations
please.
of things. There's a main there's a main pub or tavern in Velkorin specifically would recognize this tavern because he's been there before. And
Well, just to ignore all the bait, I'm not going to go there yet.
fuck yes.
I'll let them do all their stuff first, since I'm eating.
This is not Lon Lon. I just am using these pictures as Lon Lon right now. So
Yeah.
because I don't know where. I thought I had some other
Yeah, this isn't
ones,
the
but I
place. This
don't.
isn't our house.
This is not
Sorry.
your house. Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
it
No,
doesn't.
we can't go home. Yeah, great. Thanks for the reminder, bud.
I thought I had some generic ones ready for this. But apparently, I didn't have any saved. But anyway,
That's okay.
Yeah, so it's
Well, basically,
It's a
the main
trading
goal
village,
right
so-
now is to see if there's any carriage and horses available
Yeah.
for trade or sale.
yeah,
Um,
likely you'd be able to find that.
Is there a
Akari,
magic
are we
shop
going
or anything?
together or? Oh, never mind.
I was gonna
Everyone's
say,
splitting
if
off. Go,
everybody's
go
doing-
forth.
Is there a magic shop? This is a trade town.
There's an apothecary, but not like are you asking for magic items or what are you looking for?
Like a dispel curse scroll or something.
Yeah, that's what I figured for. Not so much like scrolls and such, not so much that you can roll a investigation. Or perception,
Or-
one of the two.
I was gonna have to go to the tavern and look for a holy person or something.
Oh, you'll find.
Suddenly,
Okay.
people.
Hold on. I was just about to put a bite in my mouth. A tavern
no.
to find a holy person.
Who knows?
Yeah, an adventurer.
Where in that
a,
sentence
holy,
are we having some disconnect issues?
a holy adventurer.
A holy.
You would not
You're
go to a
so
tavern if you're an
right.
adventurer?
You meet in a tavern.
You get information at a tavern.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh,
as far
we're looking,
as
we go in,
That's a
there's a bunch
terrible
of level 1
investigation roll, so.
adventurers getting ready, fresh off the...
what did you roll?
Like a 5.
A
Yep.
5. Yeah. I mean, you see lots of different shops and stores, but you don't see anything that anybody who's selling any kind of like scrolls or anything. For the most part, it's very generic trade goods and such. It's a trading village, so most people come here to shill off their goods before they move on to the next zone. So there's a lot of like stands and such, like, you know, like if you were selling furs or vegetables or food, etc., stuff like that. So not a whole lot of specific like permanent buildings. There are a few, but for the most part there's nothing really that's for what you're looking for, especially with your role, that you would probably see.
Well, then Akari would try to ask around to see if anybody knows anybody who can help.
Shoot. Yeah, I guess you can try to talk to one of the folk, one of the townsfolk.
Hmm.
Or are you looking for some random person, or are you gonna just approach the first person you see, or
Yeah,
a guard, or
politely try to ask somebody if they mind answering a question, and then ask them if they say sure.
Pull up whatever.
Or whatever.
All right.
What's a
let's
whatever?
see.
We're being real specific today, aren't we?
You got any rupees? I'm rolling things to see what you find. The first person you approach is just a younger Hylian woman who seems to kind of just be minding her own business and not really paying attention to what's going on around her. She seems to just be kind of enjoying the scenery, I guess. People watching, but not really paying attention.
Well, she noticed somebody trying to get her attention.
Are you trying to get her attention?
Like, excuse me, miss.
Oh, well, yeah, yes.
Are you a local around here?
Kind of. I come here often, but I only live from here now.
Oh, do you know anybody here that's good at removing curses and the like?
Curse. Ooh. That's what she kind of backs away from you a little bit when you say curse. Your best bet probably would be go to Crow's Tavern. He probably would be able to help you out there. There's a lot of people that go back and forth between there, so maybe they would know.
That sounds like a good idea. Thank you for your time.
You wouldn't happen to know how to cure a curse, would you, for no reason? A wink.
And Akari will leave to the tavern, but I will give that for time that I will let other people do stuff too before that.
I relinquish my time, Your Honor. Well, it sounds like someone's banging on an anvil or something.
Yep.
Maybe it's a horseshoe?
The Cask and Crow is the name of the tavern specifically. I couldn't find it in the minute that I was speaking. Alright, but that's what Akari's going to be looking for, that tavern. What are the other two doing?
See her go off after we talk about looking for a horse and a carriage, and I was like, well, I guess I'm looking for the horse and carriage.
Akari has other priorities than a carriage.
Akari goes that way, Velkorin goes the other way, and Vivra's like, why did we even talk about that?
Also, where are we
I'm gonna
meeting?
look for a very specific styled character that might stick out more than others.
Man, who would have guessed?
That could possibly be a player that could appear at some point in time in our campaigns.
Man, wouldn't that be great?
Played by a character, played by a person.
Not a gamer!
Oh, Jaxi. Oh, right. I'm in this game. I'm not just watching.
We've gotten rid of her. We've only gotten rid of her
50
2 times.
people.
You gotta do it 3 times.
Plot twist.
Third time's the charm.
Plot twist. Every
There's
person
50
here has
Main
multicolored hair.
Oh no, there's so many main characters.
Oh, man.
I don't even know about the pink hair. So now I'm just gonna keep stabbing them until we find the right one. Because if it's a regular person, they'll die in one stab. They only have 2 HP.
I thought the average villager had
And
4 HP.
Velkorin is now a
their
mass
AC
murderer.
was like 5 or 10, but
And now Velkorin is a mass murderer.
Oh man, imagine that.
he stabs when it doesn't immediately die. Guys, I got another one.
I got another player character.
Is Velkorin going off to the tavern, or after talking about the horse and carriage, is he gonna go with Vivra?
I'll take along with Vibro.
Nice.
He's been kind of murdery lately.
Jesus Christ. Alright.
As
You
we
guys are
walk,
looking-
just casually stabbing people. It's like, Velkorin, you can't just do that. I mean, I kind of want to also, but stop it. No. So yeah, we're looking for a carriage to purchase.
Alright. Roll a investigation check. You can find where that is.
How's your investigation, Velkorin? Would you like the help action?
1 second.
Okay.
I just took a bite of food.
It's just food, Zom.
It's +5.
Yeah, it's better than me. I would like to give you the help action. Velkorin, can you tag along with me? Just kidding, you're leading.
Dirty 20.
Doki? Yeah.
First one was a 4.
You don't struggle at all finding the stable master, I guess that would be the word I'm looking for. It's towards the outskirts of the town. But yeah, there's just a Highland man who's tending to the horses in the stables right now. But yeah, you can approach him if you want. Hasn't noticed your approach yet.
We still have our camels.
Oh, I dropped him off.
Where?
We've Akari and Vivra found like a nice shady spot, and Vivra tried to talk to them to be like, you can stay if you want. And the moment she could understand them, they were like, pain. So she was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave you a pile of food and I'm gonna go.
Did you tie them up?
She did not.
Yep.
She said you can stay if you'd like. They're exhausted also. She doesn't think they're gonna go anywhere.
I'm gonna poke the person in the back.
Yeah.
Or on the shoulder.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Wipes off
Vivra's
his
like, you could have just
feet
said
a second
something."
and turns around and, yeah, can I help you?
Hi, we are looking for a wagon of some sort, and some horses, I am assuming, since we
That-
no longer have the camels.
Well, I
Camel.
don't think the camels will pull the carriage or whatever.
Got camels here. Pretty deep away from the desert to have camels this far.
We've been traveling for a while.
Makes sense. Yeah, I suppose that'd be a decent upgrade.
We just need one. We need a carriage big enough to fit.
Are you counting?
He's trying to think. He's trying to think of how many because we always pick somebody up. So
It's currently.
Four
Well, we're
and
not.
robot.
Are we putting the?
we need 5 people because we have the automaton.
Well, that's what Vivra was gonna say. We're not putting the automaton in the are we?
You want to have
thing-
that argument with Toto? You can have that argument. I'm not having that
I mean-
argument.
It's gonna break it the moment we buy it.
Well, we've already
but-
purchased it.
You
What do
seem
you mean
kind
you
of.
already purchased it? I look down and you're passing money over to the guy.
No, by that time it's broken. We've already bought it.
No, I know
Um,
that's the problem.
How much for a decent carriage and 2 horses?
So, hey, like you guys were having the argument in front of him, so he's just like, hey,
More surprised that he's more put off by the argument than the fact that 2 massive Twili are talking
Question.
to him.
you're in a trading
Question.
village. What?
Where are our horses?
I don't
We
know.
left
It's
them
been a
behind.
year and a half. Where are your horses?
Oh, right. They're probably dead. They probably got eaten by some
Who the
goblin.
fuck
mama.
knows? You at least you remember. Well, you remember. Vivra doesn't remember that. A
talking
nice hooded lady at least let the horses go before they fell into the desert. So they might not be dead.
All
right.
They at least weren't tied to the carriage that got buried
Okay,
in the
so yeah,
sandstorm.
we need 2 horses, please. And
Um,
preferably... I'm going to save that part for later.
okay.
Huh?
Two
Like,
horses, please. And a carriage.
Preferably what? Oh, okay.
I'm going to write down on a piece of paper.
Vivra's staring at you.
Oh,
I'm going to
I
cover
suppose
the
I
piece of
should.
paper.
I suppose I should put your mask on too.
Yeah, I would probably put it on since we're in town. I'm going to write down a little request for him.
Would
I'm
you
gonna-
like me to walk away?
Not
Vivra
again.
says that out loud.
Oh, he's gonna name the horse before you get to name it.
Oh, you.
I don't know.
Son
That's
of a gun.
that's my guess, but I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
I scoured through old videos for you for your horse, by the way. And then we lost him. Jeffrey the
Christ.
Third, eater of
I
apples.
fucking
Is
knew
it
you were gonna do
pinned?
that.
Oh,
Right.
it wasn't pinned. Oh well.
He looks at the note and is confused a bit for a second, but at least now he
Vivra's
understands.
deadpan at Velkorin right now. Just
He understands what kind of person you are now, and he's like, I think I have just.
understand. That feels rude.
I think I understand what you're looking for. The carriage part might be hard for me to come up right now, but I can see what I can find. The horses I do have.
Okay.
I don't know about selling you a carriage, but I could probably rent you one. Where are you
Where would
guys?
we have to drop it off?
Well, that's my next question. Where are you guys planning to go?
Where are we going?
On lawn.
Lon.
Lawn.
La, 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 la. Oh, well, if you're going to London, that's actually perfect. Then you can just take the carriage there and drop it off there, and we do plenty of business with them, so we just kind of go back and forth. So that actually works out perfect. So, but I will get that set up for you, and then I will do your other requests specifically for you as well. So
Thank
come back in about an hour, and I'll have them ready for you. And
And how much? Well, we'll look at the products first, and then we'll discuss price.
I suppose that's fair. As far as the specific horses you were asking, I do only have 2 horses in that specification. As far as the
mini ponies, boys.
My gosh.
getting 2 donkeys.
Yeah, pull the carriage. Pull it.
That's why we need 2. Actually, they can ride in the carriage. I mean, you can turn into a horse.
I will punch you right now.
All right. Then since it's gonna take an hour, I'm gonna just go window shop for an hour and come back.
What is Vivra doing for the hour?
I mean, if Velkorin doesn't say anything and just walks off, she's like, well, huh. I don't think she knows what to do right now, because to her, there's not much to do. She doesn't like that they have to wait right now, even though it's an hour.
Yeah, it's just they have to get the
so-
stuff ready for the horse. That's actually so.
So what happens is Velkorin starts to walk off. She like looks around and is like, "What am I? Oh, Velkorin, are we staying with?" And she's like, it's like, "Wait a second, I have questions." And like, speed walks
He
to catch up to him.
has
And he's
taken
like,
too much caffeine today, apparently.
Yeah, we can. I know a place we can stay. We just have
"Wait,
to
like,
get our errands done first.
okay, no, but like, do we need to rent a rooms or
Yeah,
what?"
we have a place we have a place that I know of. We can stay.
She pulls out the moon pendant and she's like, "I do still have this. I don't think it works here though."
And it's for what now?
The moon pendant that Violet gave them.
Oh, that's for Lon. It probably would not.
Yeah, she's like, "I don't think it works here, but I have it."
No, but and also the place that it does work on, we have a house.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
you're
if
free
they
to
want
stay
it.
at an inn if you don't want to live in the house. I'm sure I could give your room to somebody else.
What do you mean give my room? But wait, what do you mean give?
I'm sure you'll meet 2 more people to replace
I'm
you on the
sure-
way on there. Or something.
I'm sure Akari will collect more things on our travels.
More people.
Not
You're
even
not-
people, just birds,
True.
dogs.
No, I want the
cats,
room. No, I want my room. I
chickens.
want it. Stop.
What?
No.
Akari, the collector of animals, small animals.
That's gonna be on her tombstone. Akari, collector of animals. No, it'll be fine. But we're not in Lon right now, so I don't know. Whatever. I was just trying to help.
I know. Thank you. But for now, I have a place we can stay. Just for now, all we really need is to wait to get our horse situation figured out and do some shopping.
Tell me that weird secret thing you handed the guy.
No.
Of
No.
course
Walk
not.
away.
Jeez. She'll go. I don't know where she's gonna go. She's also gonna just wander. There's nothing for her to do here.
I mean, you can go window shopping. That's what I'm doing. Not looking for anything in particular. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna look for. Do they have weapons by chance?
Yeah, there's the blacksmith probably.
I'd like to go look to see
At least an
what
armory.
kind of weapons they have for sale.
You look.
A bow and arrow.
That would be pretty easy to find. Short bow, long bow, what kind of bow? Crossbow,
Probably a
light
longbow.
crossbow. Longbow.
I just want to see if they have anything fancy.
It's as far as like if you're talking about magic or stuff, not really. No, it's very mostly generic. Like it'd be the basic longbows, non-fancy magic stuff. Just good quality made longbows, but no, not magical or anything. This is just a trading.
Okay.
It's a trading village. It's not a
I mean,
merchant
yeah,
village.
I figured I would look. You never know what they're gonna have, right?
You never know.
Then I will look for something a little more specific. I'm going to look for a dagger.
Okay. Just a generic. You already have 5 of those.
No, I'm looking for like, is there any like fancy looking like souvenir dagger type stuff?
Like a ceremonial dagger?
Yeah.
Non-functional, just pretty looking dagger?
Yeah.
Roll an investigation.
Natural 1.
Oh. Alright. You surprisingly find one seller that seems to be selling a bedazzled dagger.
I mean, that's perfect. That's exactly what I need.
The scrungly old man who looks up at you just looks at you and he's like, "Aha! Are you looking for something? Can I help you? I have lots of different things here. I got this fancy dagger of returning, and I also have this bag of many things, lots of different things. What are you looking for? How can I help?
You know, I just needed a fancy dagger, but then you added returning to it, and it's too much for what I need. Too rich for my blood. Appears I need to find something elsewhere.
But wait! This is the perfect dagger for you, though. You said it's too rich for your blood, but I mean, you could sell it. I could sell it to you for. It'd be a steal at like 500 rupees. Normally, I would be selling this for 2,000 rupees, but this would be quite a deal for you.
Yeah, I'm looking for like 4 rupees level of dagger. I just need it to look relatively nice.
I'll tell you what. I'll go down to 100. I can't. This is a steal at 100 here. I'm losing money on this.
No, that's not what I need.
If
I'm gonna walk away.
Wait. Oh, fucking bastard.
Rude.
It's not what I needed. I just need a dagger that looks pretty, that's cheap, and probably made of plastic.
Plastic doesn't.
Does
Something.
I mean,
What are the
not
masks?
not modern plastic. Whatever
Can you
plastic
check your
in there.
DM, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Yay!
That
I will
sounds
do the math
that
myself.
sounds reasonable.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, he rolled a 1 to try to find specific things, so you can spend some more time looking for it.
He was too rich for my blood.
Yeah. All right.
I'm writing stuff down
Continue
right now.
to window shop, I suppose. Then
That's where I'm spending my time.
Okay.
Is there for a while.
that's
Uh,
all right.
what's Akari doing?
gonna
What-
say, let's go
Akari
back
was
to
going
Akari
somewhere,
now.
wasn't they?
It's at a tavern.
Akari is going to the town. The Cask and Crow is what you are looking or make a... It's you kind of just walked off and didn't ask directions. You make another investigation check.
I would have guessed he pointed which way, but you're right.
You
You said investigation.
we will return. Walks away.
Yeah. Investigation, you
Yes.
said?
Yeah.
16 total.
That's... yeah, it takes you a couple minutes, but you look around a bit, and then if you finally see a shop or a building that has a crow on the placard, so you can make the assumption that this is probably the place you're looking for.
These are the droids you're looking for. She'll enter the tavern.
It's a decently sized tavern. It's at this point in time, it's pretty busy. People are wandering around, having a drink, doing whatever they do. But there's plenty of people around. You can see towards the center is the barkeeper, who is a taller Hylian man, very muscular with black hair. And he seems to just be helping customers and doing his thing.
She'll approach the tavern keeper.
Gives you a nod and says, "How can I help you? What'll you be having tonight?"
I'll take a look at the menu, but also, do you know or have any information on anybody who knows how to handle magics like curses and the like? To get rid of them, not place one on anybody.
A good distinction there. I'd be a little concerned if you didn't give me that distinction. He kind of looks around for a bit, and before he notices a Twili woman, and he kind of gives a head nod to have her come over. Jack, you kind of have to tell me how to pronounce this name so I don't fuck it up.
Did she disappear?
Yeah, he's here. He's in my DM.
I see.
I said the right thing. So yeah, you see a shorter Twili woman, with long purple hair, blue skin. She's wearing a kind of a dress, a greenish dress. Suppose I could show people. Would probably be easier. I'm allowed to show this one on stream, right? Before I do this. Yes. Yes. Okay. Make sure. I'll show Crow and Goose. Got that. Oop. Girl first. Oh god, this picture's huge. Jesus. Jesus. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Really, woman. Red eyes, purple hair, bluish green dress. He walks over to you and, or I should say, walks over to Crow first, and asks, "You needed me, boss? What's going on?" And he just looks to her and says, "This one here seems to need some help with purses and whatnot, and getting rid of them specifically. Seems like your kind of expertise." "Oh, of course, that's my favorite kind of thing." And she looks at you and says, "What seems to be the problem?"
You're about to get worse. Curse. Oh
I'm
no!
like, I don't like this
Oh
one.
no! You're about to get screwed.
That's
Maybe not. Maybe not.
and this is
I mean,
Crow.
not all Twili are bad, right?
And this
I
is
need a
Crow.
curse removed off of me.
Moved curse. She's like, "Well, do you mind if I guess get a look at you and see what's wrong?"
Yeah, you could take a look. I don't normally look this way. It's because of the curse.
She gets closer to you and is looking at you without, like, she's like in your bubble looking at you and everything, and she's like, "Well, Do you know what caused the curse? She's looking around and oh, I think I'm kind of talking to myself a little bit, thinking out loud.
She thinks for a moment. It was like some undead skeleton.
Re-dead?
I don't think it was a re-dead.
How about a Gibdo?
I don't think it was a gift though.
That. Oh, some kind of undead creature. And what was the effect of the curse on you? Thinking. Hands on her chin, just thinking.
My body doesn't feel 100%, and it made me look older, as it seemed like.
With that one a couple different times. You're lucky that you got to me soon enough. Apparently this curse can be permanent sometimes if you take too long. How long has it been since you've been cursed?
Because of some weird distortions and things, I'm not sure exact how long it would have counted as.
It looks at you questioningly, but... Huh. Alright, well, either way, we'll see what I can do. She kind of... Her hands start to glow, and as she puts her hands up to you and utters a few words and casts the spell remove curse on you, and you can finally feel some relief as your muscles and your joints stop aching all over, your skin tightens up again, and you look the proper age that you should be. Curse seems to have been removed.
My strength returns.
Fine.
Yeah, it's been about a month
Feeling
for us.
Like we made it just in time. Didn't
Feeling
become
it,
permanent.
Akari, of course, make sure there's room and does a flip.
Roll a dexterity.
How about acrobatics?
Fine.
Why did that feel like you were trying to haggle the DM?
19.
19. Alright, you do a flip.
I'm not embarrassing
I
myself.
wanted to see
that
if you
way.
rolled a 1. I wanted that to happen.
Why would you do that?
Because it would have been funny if you
It
immediately
wouldn't have been
got
funny.
your youth back and just faceplant. Alright.
Akari's happy and would give a bow. Thank you so much for healing that.
Problem. That's what I'm here for.
So you're always here?
Not here specifically all the time, but I'm a cleric, so healing people out of the goodness of my heart is kind of my thing.
I get that.
I work for this lug over here, though.
Okay, to say thanks, of course, if you ever need my services as well. With me back at 100%.
Depends what kind of services you're offering.
I can clean up things.
Maid?
Or hunt.
Hunter. Maid. Okay. Interesting.
Mercenary.
Ah, that's a little more... yep, this guy would be perfectly in line with your kind of work, then.
Hunter maid.
Maid? Shut up!
I hunt for things to clean.
Anyways, she's just kind of... Well, I'm gonna get back to enjoying my drink. If you need anything, I guess holler. I'll be around. I'm here often enough. Kind of walks away back to the table that she was sitting at and is talking with other people. Crow was just cleaning glasses, kind of not...
What kind of drinks do you have here, Crow?
Oh, I mean, pretty much anything you can think about. You got ale, you got wine, harder stuff.
She'll take an order of the house special.
Oh,
Or the recommendation.
he looks at you and he's like, "Are you sure you can handle the house special?"
That's the challenge. We'll find out in a bit. Let me just go shopping first. And make sure I know where we're staying. And she'll give a small wave as she leaves the tavern.
And then nods.
She'll be back. I know there was talk about, what is it, like an armory that was mentioned earlier with Velkorin?
Yeah, there's probably a...
Akari would like to check that.
A generic armory.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
Bow.
A bow.
It's about time she got a ranged weapon.
Yeah. Longbow, short bow, crossbow, light crossbow. What kind of bow? Recurve bow.
I guess.
Composite bow.
I'm guessing short bow would probably be the best in this case.
Yeah. Okay, that works. Yeah, you can find a short bow. They're relatively easy. 5 red rupees for one if you want.
Hold on. Oh, I guess I'm proficient at cross. No.
Do you even have any money? I was gonna
What
say,
am I
think
proficient at? Hold on.
you should
What
be.
simple weapons?
Pretty sure bow would be part of that. You're a rogue.
Okay, yeah, because I saw crossbow, but not regular bows. Then yeah, if bow is counted as that, yeah, just get a simple bow for now.
Yeah, you'll be for 5 red
And if she
rupees.
got
You get
money.
Yeah, if you got money, okay. Yep. The person who's at the shop just says, "Yep, 5 rupees. I'll give you a bow and a quiver full of arrows."
That sounds good. How much is that converting from?
5 gold.
5 gold? Okay. Where is my gold? There it is.
All your gold has been stolen by Pearl.
No, she wish. Okay, so minus 5 gold.
She just hid in your shadow, and every time you dropped a
She was
rupee,
never
grabbed it.
allowed in there. Okay, so a short bow with a quiver full of arrows.
Yep.
Okay. Do you happen to have any of those bags that could hold a lot of things?
Like a backpack?
No, a bag of what they call it, holding?
Bag of hold. Yeah, I don't really sell any of that kind of stuff here. I just sell armors and leathers and, you know, the basic stuff. You want magical stuff like that, you're better off going into a main town. Everything here
That
is
makes sense.
probably not going to find something like that here.
She
Unless by a
nods
sketchy
and-
person, maybe, but
She nods and gives the thankful bow. Thank you. I appreciate the bow and arrows.
my pleasure. Have a good day.
And she leaves.
Do you two run into each other then? Or did Velkorin wander off?
I would say you would probably run into a Velkorin while he was shopping too.
Oh yeah, if he was still in there.
Was looking for a pretty dagger.
Which at this point you would notice that Akari is young again.
Hey, you got it fixed.
She has a small smile with her red eyes. Yes.
Showing just like it's in a car's mind. It's a nice, simple, cute smile. To everybody else, it's like
just a murder.
bangs
death
out.
kill.
Like
I'm going
like,
to kill
yeah.
you now.
Please don't kill us.
where were you
Only
able to
on
get
a
that
blood
done?
moon.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Maybe that'll happen to
She
me.
also like, I also got this bow.
I'm so sorry. What? You know when you, you know when you like you're having a conversation, you like ask a kid something, and then they immediately have ADHD and like I also got this toy. Like it's like
Yeah,
I asked Akari like, and where did you get that done? And immediately responds with, I also got this.
I found
thing."
this rock. I found a rock.
I didn't hear the way
Hey,
you
look
got
at
it
this
done
cute
from.
rock. Look at this cool rock I found.
I didn't hear that part, but that's still funny.
I just immediately
Just
went into
blows off the
"That's
question.
not funny.
Look at this rock I found.
Where were you able to
This
get your
show-
curse removed?
There's a cleric at the tavern, and they were able to do it for me.
This
close with
tavern
the
is
bar-
also like an inn, right? Like you can stay there, or is it just a bar?
Yeah, it probably would be a tavern / inn.
Okay, I was wondering that too.
Well,
Where
that's
are we
good.
gonna
That means
stay?
they already know one of us, so we can go there when we need to stay. I have to check on the horses. If you beat us back to, this is the tavern I know, right?
Yeah.
If you, does the older gentleman know who I am?
Yes. Crow is
Okay.
Crow is the guy that.
Well,
you
I'm
found.
not that, but
Oh,
remember, I'm not supposed to know he's there.
Right.
Does the parental entity of Crow know who I am?
Crow knows who you are. Yes.
Well, that's not. Jesus fucking
The
Christ.
parental entity.
Does his dad know who I am?
Parental entity.
That's what I call my parent. Oh,
I was like, what are you implying here? I'm very
well,
confused.
yeah, because just if you make it back to the inn before us,
Yeah, Crow's dad isn't the one that runs the tavern anymore.
yeah, that's why I'm asking if he would know who I am. So that way,
He
this
would
makes
know,
sense.
but he's not the one that runs the tavern. Crow is
Well,
the person you know.
Yeah, but I don't know that part yet.
You do know that part. This guy was involved with your stuff before the
Yeah,
time
but
skip.
wasn't he? I didn't know he came back and retired and stopped.
That part.
Or
Got
was
it.
he always here? Because that's the part where I think I'm confused for what you were told me earlier.
Got
I was like, I'm pretty sure I don't know he's back here yet.
it. Got it. Okay, now I see what we're. Yes, you're
He,
correct.
Yep,
As far as you knew, the dad is still owner. Yes, correct.
Okay, that's why I'm trying.
Sorry, I got
I'm
confused.
trying not to metagame here, but I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
I got confused. I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm eating
I'm so
cookies.
glad Jaxi covered me.
Right?
Like, I don't want to spoil anything.
Jack, she writes my story.
I don't
Don't
think
ask
you're
me.
spoiling anything by revealing the tavern owner has a parent.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. Like, I need to know if I knew the parent. Okay, so but the dad would know who I was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you make it back to the tavern before us, ask for a room and just say that give them my name and they should give you a little discount.
Only one room?
2 probably, because we're gonna need 2 to fit us all.
Only 2 rooms?
How many do you want? I feel
Just
like
double checking how many rooms.
okay, 2 rooms, 2 beds per room. That should be enough. The robot can stand up in the corner. I don't care.
Well, she goes back to the tavern.
And then I am going to go get the horses.
Bring the horse to a tavern.
Well, we gotta get them. Just check if they're good, buy them, and then we can stable them for the night. Yeah, I'm gonna go check on the horses. See if my request was done.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's do that quick, and then we'll go back. Well, I guess we can already do because that's relative.
Oh yeah, because as soon as the horses are done, we're gonna be heading back towards the tavern. So I have a feeling whatever Akari's gonna get up to, we'll just appear partway into it.
Fair.
Here's
Okay.
up. I'd say Vivra eventually starts to make her way towards the horses if she sees Velkorin already handling it. Give him 5 or 10 minutes before she goes to check.
On the horses?
Yeah, she's like, he's got some weird thing going on. I'm gonna let him do whatever he needs to do.
All right.
And then I'm gonna make sure that we actually have what we need to have.
Velkorin will go first. Or am I doing Akari?
Do horse first, and then because whatever Akari's gonna end
You'll
up getting
loop back
into or doing, we'll appear partway through it.
All right. Okay. You go back to the stable master who is tending to horses, waiting. Well, not, but doing his job until you approach.
Okay.
Sees you and gets up. He's like, "Ah, you're back. Perfect. Yeah, I have the horses ready for you to go whenever we're ready, and show you them."
All right, I'm going to take a look at these horses.
Leads you over to two separate horses. The first horse is a blonde horse with a very long mane, and he just goes, "This is Hercules." The
Okay.
the official title is Hercules, the champion of the wilds.
I see. Yes. Okay.
And then next to him is a slightly smaller black horse, shorter mane, but the mane itself is like it's a fully black horse, but it has a weird red mane for some reason. And this is Jim.
Perfect. Perfect. They both look healthy and like they can handle a wagon, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay, so that's perfect. That's exactly what I asked for. If anybody asks, that's all I need. How much for these horses? And can we stable them here tonight? Before we take off in the morning.
Looking to purchase them outright or just rent them until you get to Lon?
Because do we have horses at Lon Lon? What did we all leave there?
No, we took.
You
horses.
took everything
we
with
took our
you.
horses and
Okay,
our
then we need to buy.
caravan.
Then yeah, I gotta buy them outright.
It'll be for the both of them. I'll say 500 gold. These are, or 500 red rupees. Sorry.
For both of them.
For the together, 500 for together.
Okay.
If you want me to stable them, that's just. I'll just do that for 5 gold for the night. 5 rupees for the night.
Okay, and then I will give him 10 extra rupees for following the directions perfectly. For a reminder, can you put the name of the horses in up again? It's Hercules.
Hercules, the champion of the wild.
Of the wilds.
And Jim.
And Jim.
Put that
Thank you.
semi-important chat.
Yeah, I'm putting that here for now because it's the one I was in.
Okay.
I'll move it as soon as I get a second.
Great.
That is all I need then.
Against the doorway.
Thank you for my patronage. They'll be just pop over in the morning whenever you guys are leaving, and then we'll go from there.
Alrighty, thank you.
Well, pocket the money you gave him, and like he's a lot happier than you probably intend because he just made a lot of money.
Okay, he followed my directions perfectly. He could have doubled that price and I would have paid for it.
Oh, you didn't know that.
Yeah, I know he did it.
I was waiting for him to say 1,200. That's what I was waiting for.
I was waiting for him to say a price that I had to haggle. I'm like, this is actually reasonable.
Yeah. But Vivra's there. It's like, everything good to go?
Yes, we have our horses and they are ready for us. We can pick them up tomorrow morning and they should have the carriage attached to them.
Cool. She just kind of shrugs.
Also, they come pre-named, so you can't change their names.
Did you name them Velkorin?
Nope, they were pre-named. That my request is they had to be pre-named, so we could not have the same argument as last time, even though it was my horse. I'm gonna just walk towards the tavern.
Vivra kind of sighs and rolls her eyes, and as she turns to follow, she's like, I thought it was funny.
All right, so back to Akari. Yeah, you enter the tavern again to see pretty much the same thing you just saw 5 minutes ago when you were here before. That it's a bustling tavern, and
She
Everybody's.
goes up to the bar,
Oh, you're
mentions
back.
the crow.
Don't tell me you got
I'm
cursed
back.
already in another 5 minutes.
Oh no.
That gives you a smirk.
Like to reserve 2 rooms. Name Velkorin was mentioned to be mentioned.
You can see his expression kind of change as soon as you mention the name. Just
No.
he thinks for a moment and he's like,
I knew this was gonna happen.
I know
gonna
you
get
did. That's
kicked
why I
out
was
before
like,
we even walk in.
Akari's gonna get stabbed.
Yeah,
Uh,
Akari, just go check in for us. It's great. Use my name.
he just asks you, how do you know that name? Whoa.
Happens to be somebody who is traveling in a similar direction.
Is he traveling with you?
Now, when you say traveling with me,
Travel him?
I guess we're acquaintances? Work acquaintances?
How involved with him are you?
Well, I met him in the forest, and I agreed to help him out with something that the person in the forest asked him to do. I was kind of hired for a job.
Okay. Here. Got it. Alright. Let me see what I can round up. I don't know if I have 2 rooms available, but give me a minute to go check. I'll see what I got available.
I appreciate it.
In the midst of this conversation.
If I have to get my own room, let me know as well. I can lock the door.
In the midst of the conversation, Velkorin and Vivra would be walking in.
Can I also get a house special?
Yeah.
You're sure?
I would like one as well as I walk in the door.
A what?
Vivra
literally goes, what?
and his expression shifts again from the concerned look that he was giving Akari to the look of shock to you. Hell, how the fuck are you here?
I'm gonna just go. There's stools, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up and just sit and take my mask off. I could ask you the same question. I was expecting you're dead.
He takes his mask off. This time Vivra gets shocked for a second. She's like, what? There's so many people.
I assume his face is disguised, but I'm gonna give you the...
Yeah, it's disguised to
I'm gonna use the real face because I want to. So,
to the scarred man.
Got it.
Okay. Vivra has that half second of panic and then internally she's like, oh.
He just kind of, unfortunately, the old man passed not too long ago, but so I took over for him.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
It appears I was away a little longer than expected.
Yeah, been about a year since I saw you. As far as I know, you were dead.
That's about what I've heard.
Still doing the thing. You know what? Let's go talk some.
Did he leave the drink at least?
Kari's like, the drink!
He plops down a giant mug in front of you of a dark, deep red liquor.
She gives
Smell.
a thumbs up and just drinks it.
Oh. How much are you drinking? You know what?
I'm poison immune.
Okay. That's different.
No,
Alcohol.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
I had a feeling.
How much are you? Are you chugging the whole thing, or just?
She's just trying it first.
All right. Not as bad.
Chug it.
Not as bad, but still making you make one.
20 total.
20 total.
Nice.
Yeah. It burns as it goes down, and it smells like cinnamon.
Oh.
and it tastes all right, but whoo, it's strong.
Do you have anything not as crazy as that?
So, like ale or wine?
Does
Yeah,
that
those will work.
Constitution go through the rest of her finishing that?
If you're gonna take the whole thing, then yeah, you'll need to make another one.
Oh, bother.
Oh, wow.
Good thing there's gonna be a rest anyways after this.
Gosh, please
You-
get just
You're
a
drinking
low
the whole
roll.
thing, the DC is gonna be a
15.
lot higher. Alright, I'll roll against you to make it fair.
No.
Oh, you're fucking wasted.
Oh no.
You finished the drink and you thought it was fine. You're like, oh, this tastes fucking great. And then immediately your vision just goes.
Don't worry, she's affected by it. The most she does is just be quiet, mostly. She doesn't have to fight, at least.
You're looking at
Man, I was hoping
Vivra.
Akari would be loud and vocal for once.
You were looking
Right?
at Vivra,
Oh,
who
but
was.
Akari would.
She's a quiet drunk. Just don't get into shenanigans.
You were looking at Vivra, and she's just sipping her ale. Or
Yep.
I assume that's what you picked. But
She said either works. So
okay,
whatever the
he
bartender
handed you
knows.
the ale. But yeah, you're just sitting next to her. You finish your drink, and you're just looking at Vivra for a second. And all of a sudden, there's 4 Vivras.
You okay, Akari? Hello?
She
She like waves in front of
she
your
just kind of
face.
stares. Her face has a bit of red. It just gives a thumbs up.
Velkorin, I don't think Akari can handle this liquor.
I've already left.
Can handle it better
Oh,
than you.
but she turns to talk to Velkorin and is like, where did... God, freaking... Ugh. Akari,
See,
did you get us the rooms?
I told the guy, thumbs up.
I told the guy, thumbs up. I just imagined this Akari just saying that, not even like giving a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Vibra is like looking at Akari very seriously. She turns. The bartender's gone too, isn't he?
Yep.
Akari, let's go find your room.
We'll find it later. Finish your drink.
You know what? I'll take it with me. I can bring the glass back later.
The bar owner ain't say you could take it.
How about I just leave the drink and I take you
That's a
up
waste
to
to
the-
go finish it.
Oh my gosh. She downs it.
And it's just a generic ale, so you're probably fine. Your constitution is relatively okay, I think.
Yeah, it's my con's a 17, so she's
Yeah,
solid.
you're
Uh,
fine. For
And
ale,
she's
for
also
ale, at least.
way taller than Akari too.
Yeah.
So she literally
Way
downs it
taller.
and she's like, well, she's considerably taller. You're what, 5 something?
Yeah,
Yes,
what are you, 6 something?
Yeah,
That's not way tall.
You
I'm
got
6'8".
a foot. You got a solid foot on your foot and a half.
Yeah,
Jeez,
about a foot or so.
Akari, you are so argumentative right now. Come on, let's go.
That was over table.
No, I know, but it's funnier. But I mean, Akari was also like, no, finish it. Finish your drink. It's a waste. So she's like, there, it's gone. Can we go now?
Which you can
You gotta wait and see what happens.
You can smell
what do
the
you mean,
alcohol
wait?
on for her breath too when she's talking.
She puts an armor like kind of around Akari, I guess, like under to support her. It's like, let's go, come on.
I'm taking
like-
in the bar scene.
You're taking in the bar. No, you're not. You're gonna go to
Yes.
bed. No, I'm gonna
Yes.
take you to bed right now. I'm gonna drag you if I have to.
You ain't my mother or caretaker. We'll go to bed after
God.
negotiations are done.
We're not part of the negotiations. Velkorin left without us.
Well, we gotta know what's going on
We
before
gotta-
you get
You're
stabbed.
not gonna know anything.
You get stabbed.
How many fingers am I holding up? Did you say stabbed?
She did. Something about getting stabbed.
Who's?
If you don't listen what's going on, that's
Are
how
you
get
gonna
stabbed.
stab me?
Say anything about that.
Oh,
You
God.
said I'm gonna get stabbed. Who here's gonna stab me?
You never know. If Velkorin and his discussions don't go well,
Points
we
at the
might get
stab
stabbed.
wound that she has a scar
You
of.
know what's a safe place to not get stabbed?
not a
Being
room
locked
until
in
we
a
know it's
private-
safe.
Oh.
This is his tavern. You think he doesn't know ways in?
There's got to be a backup
know ways
bartender
into
or something.
rooms.
Okay, sit down, Akari.
I
Sit.
was already sitting down. You're trying
Well,
to make me
sit-
stand up.
Stay.
Oh my
I'm gonna-
God.
I chose to
take-
sit down. You're trying to move me.
I take my cup. I create water into it. Drink.
I'll drink it after.
After what?
After negotiations are done.
Oh.
This fucking conversation.
This is what happens when you give a 21-year-old moonshine for their first drink.
It's fine.
You know what? You want to stay here? Stay. And
Yeah, some information gathering. It's part of the job.
How many fingers am I holding up, Akari?
It doesn't matter.
At least 3.
I'll
Uh,
roll perception.
You got like triple
Disadvantage.
disadvantage at this point.
Yeah.
Vam, it's a 12 total. It's okay.
How many
Akari.
fingers are all you holding up, Vivra?
I never lifted my arm.
Exactly.
See? So you're not deceiving.
Oh, I mean, I could do deception. You know what? Probably 3.
Let's see the deception.
I dropped my d20. Let's do my deception roll. My deception was terrible. It's fine. What is my deception?
You can roll
10,
advantage
11.
because she's drunk.
10,
Yeah,
11.
Hang on.
No. No advantage
Advantage?
versus disadvantage.
Yeah,
I already have
dirty 20.
disadvantage.
Yeah, and I have advantage because you're
You're
drunk.
drunk.
Nah, you
so
know,
so
no,
dirty
no.
20. She's
Yeah.
got.
Yeah. She's holding up 3 fingers, but you see like 9. Makes you go, wait a second. That's not possible.
If there was anything being held up and it was an enemy, I could just slice it. It doesn't matter how many. You know how
The
many
enemies,
years
I
I've
will
been in
slice
this
them.
line of work?
How many years have you been in this line of work, Akari?
That's classified, but I've definitely killed
about
more
you just
bodies
tell
than
me?
you.
Jeez.
Wow. Go figure.
I recommend you not get in this line of work, but I'm used to killing. You don't want to go down that road.
Looks like I'm already on it, aren't I?
You still have a choice. And self-defense doesn't count.
Right.
It's self-defense. It doesn't count. Just scream that every time you kill
Self-defense is
somebody.
just justified self-defense is one of those exceptions. Have
That
you ever
choice
had
went
to
out
be
the
sent?
window.
Have you ever been sent to kill a whole town, watch them just all die, and not leave until you confirmed them all dead?
That's not a normal question, Akari.
Yes. Is it a yes or no? Have you?
Why would I have been sent to do that?
Exactly. So it's not too late for you.
My choice went out the window when Zorek died.
What will come when we get those two. When that time comes, you'll be left with a great decision. Make sure to really think about what you really want to do there. And just remember, some choices, there's no turning back.
Can't believe I'm being lectured by drunk Akari right now. Vivra says that. Why? What? You never tried to convince me otherwise before. Why?
Well, otherwise
Is this
before,
you or is this?
Well, otherwise before, was it not kill or be killed out of defense.
Akari's eyes still red.
Yeah, that's why she said,
Mhm.
was it you or...
Yeah,
And
I mean,
then
the
Akari.
eyes are still red this whole
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
It wasn't defense, it was protection.
Exactly. If protection means you did it at the cost of somebody else not dying to people who had the intent to kill, correct?
She kind of rolls her eyes, yes.
Exactly. You didn't go do it because you enjoyed it.
Well, I don't want to enjoy it. I want to not be guilty about it so that I don't hesitate the next time I see them.
Exactly. That's why you gotta be ready to make the real choices. Sometimes you gotta take that step, but as long as you know the reason why, and then she just lays down, lays her head down.
This-
Passes out.
Oh,
She's still awake, but just kind of just lays her head there.
I just take a nap.
Trying to see. I'm not strong, but what is my carry capacity? What is this? How much does Akari weigh?
950 pounds. Only part of the curse got fixed. We didn't know the second part until now.
Don't you make up this?
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
I'd say she might be like 120 pounds, maybe.
Okay, so
my
I
guess.
would be encumbered.
She slaps
If
your
I
hand away if
carried
you try
her.
to carry her.
Does she hit? She's pretty intoxicated.
Probably not very good.
Go.
She will take the drink of the water though. Just hydration is important.
Check with you, huh? She kind of says to herself as she leans against the bar because she contemplates leaving, but she's like, ugh, I'm not leaving her. She's so wasted.
Now you can go to the room if you're afraid. I'll make sure to get the update.
Not scared. I'm frustrated. You're not helping.
Well, don't try to move me.
Sure.
But it's understandable that you're frustrated after what happened. It's just sometimes you, despite it all, you gotta really make a rough choice.
I made the choice. I let Perla walk away after getting off the island.
Are you saying that you knew she was gonna do something like that? That she was bad the whole time?
I didn't know that that her and her fiance were going to kill Zorak.
And this exactly thing, if you didn't know, there was no way you could have stopped her from leaving the island.
But I could have.
But what would
There
have
was that
made you-
moment. She said, "Thanks for the information," and then left. So she... Why am I talking to you while you're drunk? You know what? Maybe it's better. You won't remember this.
Yeah, I definitely won't remember this.
Don't say it like that.
Just like you don't
Say
remember
like
Wythr.
what?
Show! Wow!
Ooh.
Wow! Wow.
Wait, who?
Damn, DM. Damn.
Ow. I mean, you might have to roll to remember it or something. I don't know. Seeing 4 Vivras, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, definitely seeing 4 still.
You know what? I messed up. I did. She said point blank that she was a loyalist, and I just let her walk away because I still felt like everyone deserves some level of mercy. And I didn't tell any of you guys. So
That's true. Probably knowing what she said at any point could have helped, because I definitely couldn't understand that. Words. But before walking away, between walking away and blasting the guy, was there any sign to tell you that you needed to stop or kill her?
because so messed up.
While I understand not being able to trust somebody fully, as I can barely trust people that easily myself, it's not enough of a reason to just kill them, is it?
It's not about not trusting her. It's about knowing where she stood.
What do you mean by that?
Because if I was in her shoes, if I was still a loyalist, the first thing I would do with that information is go tell someone who could tell Zant.
What the hell is a Zant?
It's an ant on Zach.
Really, dude?
Sorry.
It's a sleepy ant.
Vibra kind of blinks. It's like, you don't know who Zant is?
I know something about the Twilis, and no, that's one of the big names, but I don't know the full story or your perspective with it. I don't know how Twili see them fully. My line of work never really had me go against Twili.
Funny. You should rest. If you remember any of this,
That doesn't answer what's a Zant.
You don't need to know right now.
It sounds like you need to know if that was important with the decision
You're
with Pearl.
drunk.
You may think I'm drunk, but I'm well aware.
Just the way you say, you may think I'm drunk.
I'm drunk, but you're right.
might act like you know what I'm about, but you don't know me.
You think you know what you don't.
Zant's the leader of the Twili, of the loyalists, of the ones trying to take back Hylia from the people who took it from us. Hyrule. That's what
you said.
Yep. I'm not drunk. As I'm like, oh, I drank another ale. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, they gave you good shit accident.
Oh my god, I'd take one sip and go, what? Oh, sorry, Akari, I drank with some of yours. I'll do it. It's funny improv. I'll do that if you want me to.
Then you'll be the one who has to be carried.
You can't carry me.
I have a higher strength.
You're tiny.
Yeah, but I have a higher strength.
I don't believe you.
Arm wrestle me.
Would hers be a disadvantage because she's drunk?
No.
Does she put her hand up like a ready position? Vivra's like, I'm not gonna arm. That's so childish.
We just talk about being stronger. Isn't that a simple way without using
Are
weapons?
you trying to goad me into arm wrestling you right now?
Am I goading you?
Roll a persuasion.
Persuasion.
It's a real tough roll you gotta beat here. Just. Oh wait, that might be a different number. What's my insight?
Yeah, it's just an 11. Don't worry.
Oh, you met it.
Oh.
11 on 11. Fine. It's a contested strength check, I believe.
Yep.
Are you kidding, Dice? Go in timeout. Get out of here.
What did you roll?
You gotta beat a 5, man.
Oh.
A 3? You got a 3?
We both got bad rolls. Look at that.
So I beat you on the first one, and I'm like, that's what I thought. Just freaking calm down.
See, doesn't that boost the confidence, help you feel a little bit better despite the stressful times?
It was literally one
But
of the
what
things.
confidence? I beat a drunk person at arm wrestling.
You want to go again when I'm not quote unquote drunk?
No. Maybe. I
Akari
don't
sounds
know.
like I could totally do this right now.
I could take horse fight.
I can do this all day.
All day.
I can't believe Vivra beat you. That's so funny. Okay. You know what? Just, I don't know, hang out or something. I don't want to. If you do remember, then I'm gonna have what?
I'll be gathering information. Feel free
Okay.
to rest in the room.
T-
It's
I
a hard
can't-
time.
You're. I hope you don't remember. I mean, I'm gonna have to talk to the rest of you now at this point. But... If you're gonna be okay, I'm gonna go take a walk.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Okay. It's just she can't really turn into a wolf inside the town, so she's
She
just
puts her scarf up to cover her
walking.
mouth and gives a thumbs up.
You're so
just watches
disguised right
them.
now. Good job.
Yeah,
You
now
did it.
she's just chilling and watching. She doesn't have to talk anymore.
Yep.
You
And-
forced her to talk.
Yep. And it was great. Yeah, so Vivra leaves the tavern for a bit. She's gonna go for a walk. And that scene is done.
Toto's been watching the whole thing happen.
Who's been watching?
Toto.
Oh, great.
Alright. Oh, we'll get to the dramatic conversation.
Dun dun dun.
Velkorin leading, or following behind Crow as they lead him towards the back. Sit down at a separate table in the back. He just kind of looks at you for a second. He's like, "So
I'll drop disguise self once we sit down.
Thanks. Yeah. Thought you were dead, but apparently you're not."
Yeah, apparently that's the kind of the norm.
Really. I'm not really running with your crew anymore, but yeah, last I heard you disappeared suddenly and we were presumed dead, so we were recruiting for some more people and getting plans to start things. But
You know how far along they are?
well, I definitely found quite a few new recruits for you. So most of them are being trained now. think that one that you found back at the ranch forever ago, she's moved up pretty good. But also, like I said, it's been about 6 months since I've heard from anybody since I left.
I don't see his wife anywhere, right?
No, that's not his.
I know, but like, hold on.
Hold on.
Let me reread this. Let me reread my secret information.
Totally read it aloud for the class.
Um,
Fiance. Yeah, not wife, yeah.
oh. Yeah, I don't see his. So I don't see his fiance or his brother anywhere, right?
No.
Just gonna lean forward and I'm going to assume we've lost a few people.
Definitely kind of. You see his face shifting downwards, and he sighs deeply and he says, "Yeah. Fortunately, why I ended up leaving. My brother, my fiance, Gail was gone as well. Couldn't cope with what happened, so I left. Stay with my father. Unfortunately, he passed as well. Go over.
An understandable reason to leave.
Not active anymore, but every once in a while when a good presenting person shows up, I'll lead them in your direction, but as far as I've been involved, about 6 months since I've been involved with anything, like I said.
just lean back in the chair, just kind of looking at him. Well, you can always just enjoy retirement, but if you need anything, we will be here to help.
Gives a slight smile and, oh yeah, I know. Every once in a while someone shows up and I get a little bit of info, but not the most I've seen. Eli showed up a while ago. I saw him a couple months ago just to check in, but most part I've asked to stay out of it for the most part. Like I said, if I see a promising person, I'll lead them your direction, but rough few months. What happened to you?
Now that's a story I also would like to know. Before I get to that, I'd like to ask just a single question, so that way we don't have to sit on old information. Have you heard of what happened to Okoku?
That is one of the better things I learned. Apparently she was rescued. It was the one I spoke about before. Violet was the one that helped, actually. I don't know her condition, but did hear that she was rescued.
I'm glad to hear that. For us anyway, it appears we were sucked into some kind of portal that what felt like 2 days or a few hours for us seemed to be a year and a half out here. Not 100% sure how that works.
That would check out with what I've heard. Or you've gone, you've been.
But coming back and learning it's been a year and a half is kind of a shock.
Yeah,
I need to get my hands back on the reins of this.
Well, assume you came from the west, so I'm sure you kind of know what's going on there.
Yeah, we just got in a fight over there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, they had this. They've progressed a lot quicker than anyone's really expected. You know, Frederick's been looking for solutions. He's been actually working with the opposite side on their end in the forest. I think he's been mostly working on trying to get allies with the Zoras, but I think we're waiting until the coronation happens for that before they solidify anything.
I see.
That should happen soon. Kind of all started with the weirdly masked night that seemed to have been. Well, I'm sure you were active. That was where the last we heard from is you were going to investigate that. But yeah, that night kind of kept decimating a bunch of people. Kind of started off, or what's the word? Initiated everything to kind of keep going further, along with the whatever the heck is happening in the Grudo with the Queen. Something's not right there. Haven't really been able to figure out anything with that yet, but off. What's your plan here now then? What's your movement forward?
Current movement is to go see Frederick. Once we meet up with him, I will hopefully meet with Eric and we can get... Speaking of which, you don't have a way to get word out to everybody, do you? I know you're retired and it's kind of a long shot.
Well, not much. You know how Eli works. He kind of comes and goes as he pleases. But if I see him, I'll definitely pass on information or anyone else that I recognize. But everybody's kind of spread out right now.
If everybody knew that I was alive.
Yeah.
The faster people learn that, the better.
I can pass that along if anybody shows up. Sure, I'm sure that if Eli knows you're alive, that's probably his first step. Let's see.
I am going to hand him a little pouch. It is going to get worse before it gets better. I understand what this place means to you, but if you need to get out, you should get out.
Yep. Understand that. Especially with our kind of line of work. Kind of locked in, though. I'll have to write it out. What happened?
I'm sure my associate asked for a room.
One? Oh. Yeah. In character. Wasn't sure if she knew everything that was going on here, so obviously didn't want to spill the beans, but yeah, you guys need rooms. There's definitely room upstairs that I can let you use, or two if you need it.
One more question before I get out of your hair for tonight. Do you have anybody who could identify something?
So what are you trying to identify?
I'm gonna open up one of my pockets, and then I'm gonna go through our DMs to find that information.
It's pocket sand from the desert.
Yeah, all of your pockets are filled with sand.
Where is this? It's the item that I couldn't figure out that had the poison marker on it. Oh, is that from... That's not from your DMs. That's from... Pretty sure that's from your better in all ways, shapes, or forms. Where was this?
Oh, yeah, that was from Jaxi.
Yeah,
Should be in our DM somewhere.
It's in someone's DMs. I don't have it written down. I don't know where it is.
Hey, fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in our DMs.
That's what I thought.
I got a notebook, man.
Oh, I didn't think I was gonna need it anytime soon. I forgot to bookmark it, and then we talked about a bunch of random crap. Oh, found it. It's a small purple foxfoot flower.
Jaxi got it right then. Jaxi's over here like, this item? Guys, this item?
This specific item?
Or yeah, that's it. Because I'll leave the note to myself for right now. Because I'll ask Pippin to give me the ability to read that later.
You talking like a magical item, or
Ooh.
what are you?
Just what this is.
Are you
And what it
picking out
does
for him?
Yeah, the flower.
That-
Yeah, I pinned it.
Thank you. Got it myself. Right. I think you made a homebrew for me, so do it. Got it finally. Oh my. Right. Ha! He looks at it. He says, "Oh, it's just a flower. I thought you were talking about some magical stuff here." He looks at it. This must just be a foxfoot flower. Don't eat it. That's definitely
I got that part. I understood that part.
definitely the most important part. You can kind of use it with making poison, but definitely don't eat it. I'll send you the entire description that
Don't eat it is essentially the information that I've received from this, and I don't really know.
Fucked. The whole thing that she sent.
Jesus Christ.
It was a... Yep, I found it, Jack. Yes, I knew where that one was. I didn't know where ours was when I was talking to him because I didn't know what was it.
Alrighty, I will read all that. Not right now.
So he writes down the details of it and says it's this and hands it to you, and that's what it says. Long story short is you can use it for crafting like a poison. The TLDR version of it, you can craft poison with it, but don't eat it.
I got it. Thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Help. Much as I would love to reminisce some more, we better get back before they get suspicious. They know
I
what
agree.
they know what's going on with you, or keep
Uh,
them in the dark.
a bit of here and there.
Oh, you shall.
Some might say they know a little. They don't.
So the usual, eh?
Yeah, they. Sometimes they say that just to keep it a little more on the cunning side. Let's just say I walk here and there. Put it in cloaked, like a white wizard. And I'm gonna leave.
He follows behind you afterwards and goes back to the table and sees Akari with her head down on the table, and he's like, how'd that treat ya? Didn't think you finished the whole thing. Is she knocked out?
That's what I wondered. I'm like, she's just sleeping. Now that no one's talking to her, keeping her awake.
Apparently she is. About you, as he looks over at you. You're sitting, or did you leave? I don't remember.
Well, she went. She was just doing like a quick walk, probably back in 10 minutes, maybe. Just, getting air, just breathing for a sec. Like, ugh. So she might be walking back in as you guys are heading downstairs. Who knows?
Sure, we'll say that. Convenient timing.
Yeah. Why not? We can do that.
Bro just goes back behind the table and wash some glasses and making a few drinks for people.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to use the restroom real quick, but Akari would head to the room after everybody else is too.
Well, you didn't know you guys had a room yet. He said he was going to check for you before.
Okay, making sure I didn't mishear it.
No, Akari was lying to Vivra. No, I'm kidding.
A drunk Akari not 100% remembering that they have a room or not?
Unbelievable.
How dare they?
Yeah, we got rooms. We did.
This is an 87 Honda. How
She never
dare
confirmed or
you?
denied that you had rooms.
So, yeah. I guess Vivra sees you guys walking out, sees Akari with her head on the table, just like...
Bro just kind of chuckles a bit and says, yeah, that went right through her, didn't it?
Her head isn't still down. She's just watching the bar.
Oh.
She's slow. Yeah, okay.
Want another one?
No, she doesn't.
He just kind of smirks a bit.
Mm.
I'm saving money, so I'll pass.
Oh, that's why you're passing. The money's the reason. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have a reason here.
It's on me
Are you
today.
done?
You don't have to worry about that.
Don't tell her that.
Too late. You already said it.
No, I know. Vivra's like, Jig. Velkorin, are you done?
Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow. Great. Can you help me get this one to a room?
His strength is even worse.
Toto, you can walk, right?
Mostly.
Great.
I mean, I got
But
one
his
limb.
strength is worse than I thought. His strength was better than mine.
Oh, he's got like -2.
No, that's what I have.
I'm
So
a
does he.
-1.
Oh, you're -1.
Yeah, I
Okay.
am the weakling, and I beat Akari.
I'm gonna sit on the bench, or sit on the stool next to Akari. Akari's just kind of staring off.
She's observing the people. She's aware that you sat next to her.
She is
Akari's
aware.
water full?
She drank the water.
You have another one next to you.
Yeah, I would just point to get Akari another water. Hand Akari a piece of candy. or set it on the table. When you're ready to come up, you can come up.
Did he actually say what rooms we have?
That's what I was about to get.
Okay.
I'll have to wait to hear what rooms we get.
Yeah, he just hands me. Take the ones in the back upstairs.
All right.
So you're sure Akari will be fine down here
Akari will take one of the keys.
Yeah,
with one of the keys?
there is no safer spot for Akari than right here.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Are we gonna go to sleep and then? Because there's a bunch of stuff I want to do, but it's gonna take significantly long, so I'm gonna save it for next session.
Take it.
Interesting.
What do you have planned?
Curious.
I don't even know what he
Well,
has planned.
Yeah, nobody knows what that's.
Alistair's
that's
the new DM. Surprise.
Some walk here and there. They say
I guess,
the
yeah.
white wizard, hooded and cloaked.
I had something else planned, but I guess if you have a bunch of stuff planned, then maybe I'll push it back a bit.
It'll only take like an hour or so.
Okay.
We ending or are we going?
I mean, it's up to you guys. If you want to keep going, we can keep going. I just have to take a potty break.
I want to save it for next week because I'm not 100% prepped
Okay.
for it. Because
That
Do you think Zom will be able to do what they want to do before you do your thing?
My thing involves you guys leaving town, so
my thing
Oh,
involves
probably
us
not.
almost leaving town
Okay.
and then leaving
Oh
town.
goodness.
all right. So I guess that means we'll wrap it up for the evening.
Yeah. Vivra's going to bed.
Means
She's
Jaxie
like-
has to wait another session before she
I
gets
know,
to
I
come
feel
in.
bad. That's why I was like, let's go long, let's get
No,
it done.
she's fine. If
Akari
if
will
we
eventually
did
head
my
to
thing,
her
she
room.
still would have joined at the next session anyways, so it's fine. So it's fine. We'll just push it back. It's okay. No.
By the
big
way, that
deal.
bag,
Bag.
I already removed it from my inventory,
Mhm.
but that had 10 platinum in it.
Ooh,
Insane.
damn. So 10 purple rupees.
Yeah, I just can't remember the rupee color.
Yeesh. All right.
See, Jackson, I said it was escape money.
It was, yeah, in case they need it. Plus, his entire family's dead.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Ouch. I can't relate.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna throw him a pizza party.
The-
I'm not an employer anymore. That's not my job.
His crew that died were the ones that were with Okok when she got kidnapped. This is above table that you wouldn't know. But
Yeah, and I'm not gonna tell.
Oh, you're keeping it from me.
for now.
Yeah,
Don't.
Oh, you know, you're like I can't.
No.
I have
Oh.
power.
You do have the power. What
Knowledge.
power?
Girl power.
Power of hoodoo. Oh, okay. I was thinking
Who
a
do
different
you
song.
do?
Voodoo.
I know where you were going. I saw it. All right then, but yeah, so we'll wrap her up there since that is our time, and he's got plans that I don't know about. So
I will tell you the plans before
We'll-
our next session.
we'll get that planned,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
hopefully we'll
Do
get
it
enough-
pre-session.
do a free. Yeah, exactly. Obviously.
What? You don't want the audience to know?
Nope, that
Make
works
a
out.
YouTube video.
Gives us some
Make a
time.
YouTube video.
Yeah, exactly. Gives us some
You two
time.
make a video, then you tell the rest of us, just go watch it. You'll
But
catch
nah,
up
I
with
mean,
it.
like, you just probably plan it out that way. You could, like, do whatever way you want to present it to the audience, probably.
This is just giving me flashbacks of what I told Velkorin. Like, just go into Photoshop real quick, darken it, then crop it, and send it.
All right, but yeah, we will finish up for the evening then. Like I said at the start of the session, we're going to be shifting over to Mondays going forward. So I believe the 17th is our next session plan then. Yes, so the 17th will be the aim for the next session. And then that'll be at 4 p.m. EST. So just I'll post that on the Discord and in Twitter just to kind of remind people that we're shifting over to Mondays. But yeah, just as far as that'll be our new day going forward. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. So bye.
Bye.
Farewell.